I can handle the heat, so I burn down the kitchen. I ripping out the stitching, everything I hitting. I'm not even choosy, it's anything I begin. No, this year I'm changing up the slogan. Different, yes, I'm flipping up the program. It's too wicked and I don't take it. And that second one changed my life. Yeah, I will never wife another girl. I am now a wild man. Hey, hey. I sweeping everything. I'm a wild man. Hey, hey. I beating everything. Call me a wild man. Hey, hey. I jamming everything. Yeah. I bagging everything. Yeah. I slamming everything. I don't want no relationship. I only pelting per no relationship. I have more 10 side check. No relationship. I want to beat and get no relationship. You mad? 12. One hand was enough to set me straight. What name love I can't relate. And next man need the food from out the plate. And now they won't tell me all the fate. No, this year I'm changing up the slogan. Different, yes, I'm flipping up the program. I'm not committing to none of them woman. I said I will never wife another girl. I am no a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm sweeping everything. I'm a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm beating everything. Call me a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm jamming everything. Yeah. I'm bagging everything. Yeah. I'm slamming everything. I don't want no relationship. I only built in per no relationship. I have more 10 side check. No relationship. I want to beat and get no relationship. You mad? No, they go say I tripping. They go say I wicked. I can handle the heat, so I burn down the kitchen. I ripping out the stitching, everything I hitting. I'm not even choosy, it's anything I begin. No, this year I'm changing up the slogan. Different, yes, I'm flipping up the program. I'm not committing to none of them woman. I said I will never wife another girl. I am no a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm sweeping everything. I'm a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm beating everything. Call me a wild man. Hey, hey. I'm jamming everything. Yeah. I'm bagging everything. Yeah. I'm slamming everything. I don't want no relationship. I only pelting per no relationship. I have more 10 side check. No relationship. I want to beat and get no relationship. You mad?
Woman love a money man, love a funny man, love a service man, a man who understand. Some woman love a roughing up, love a cussing up, want a man to drop them up. But don't me them talking about, cause I name woman. I'm moving on my own pace, whining my whole waist. I name woman. See this bumper that I'm blessed with, no man can stress it, no. If a man say go right, then I go left. I not listening. If a man say go left, then I go right. I not listening. If a man say no, I go in all night. I not listening. If a man say hush, I speaking for spite. I not listening. Woman da like, woman da like, woman da like soft man. Not my man. Woman da like, woman da like, woman da like soft man. Hello, have someone who live for bacchanal. Anything they jamming at. Every child a different girl. They are no house, no car, no land. Them so there's one to lash you up, one to lash you up, one to cuss you up, one to have no money when the bill cut. Hello, you talking too much. Cause I name woman. I'm moving on my own pace, whining my whole waist. I name woman. See this bumper that I'm blessed with, no man can stress it, no. If a man say go right, then I go left. I not listening. If a man say go left, then I go right. I not listening. If a man say no, I go in all night. I not listening. If a man say hush, I speaking
No people they talk and talk and talk and talk. Now every day I hear they calling my name. That they don't like what I do and they don't like what I say. Calling my name, but me and them is not the same, so I doing my own thing. And I don't care if you don't like it, I doing my own thing, lad. Don't care if you want fight it. The piece of my canal and I choose it. Then let me do it. I we don't care about the school face. So I go pick up myself and do anything that I wanna. Drink champagne with my brother. Go anywhere that I wanna. So if you see me in a fete with my lover, do anything that I wanna. Drink champagne with my brother. Go anywhere that I wanna. So when you see me in a fete with my lover, and yes I doing my own thing. And I don't care if you don't like it, I doing my own thing, Lord. I don't care if you want fight it. If it's a bacchanal and I choose it, then let me do it. Cause I don't care about the school face. So I go pick up myself and come and tell them, know your place, friend. Go invade my space when you see me doing the one thing. You see me doing the one thing. Know your place, friend. Go invade my space when you see me doing the one thing. You see me because I'm doing my own thing. Don't care if you don't like it. My own thing, lad. Don't care if you want fight it. If it's a bacchanal and I choose it, then let me do it. I mean, don't care about the school face. So I go pick up myself and do anything that I wanna. Drink champagne with my brother. Go anywhere that I wanna. So when you see me in a fete with my lover, do anything that I wanna. Drink champagne with my brother. Go anywhere that I wanna. So when you see me in a fete with my lover, one thing, don't care if you don't like it. One thing, lad, don't care if you want fight it. If it's a bacchanal and I choose it, let me do it. How we don't care about the school face. Pick up myself and do it. One thing, one thing, one thing. Yeah.
Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. You go see thing again. Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. This is not the end. We time coming back again. It's so much my heart to take. I feel like I'm born again. Freedom at last. Raise the glass. Oh, you can't live in the past. So look for where madness, David Rudder say. Look for where shirt on any people place. Look for where real girl and it's only ways. Look for where by the end they go between them in the Hall of Fame. Soca Hall of Fame. In the Hall of Fame. Why? It's the culture we defend. Hall of Fame. Soca Hall of Fame. In the Hall of Fame. When it comes to party, spirits have me under it. I don't want no limit. When I come, this is no visit. Every place we look to conquer it. Hey, give me a rhythm, I want to get high like Superman. I don't care about race or religion. One love is the mission. So yeah, babe, don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. It's we time again. Don't worry, lover. I know you're missing it. It's a whole mood when we start to get lit. We time coming back again. It's so much my heart could take. I feel like I'm born again. Freedom at last. Raise a glass. Oh yeah, can't live in the past. So look for where madness, David Rudder say. Look for where real girl and it's only ways. Look for where shirt off in the people place. Look for where when we done they go put we nail in the Hall of Fame. Soca Hall of Fame. We in the Hall of Fame. Why? It's the culture we defend. Hall of Fame. Soca Hall of Fame. We in the Hall of Fame. When it comes to party, I feel like a zombie down in tongue. Like a moko shadow in the sun. Beating up and beating a drum. Lick Speaking iron without a tongue. Hey, watching the city come alive. I out there till the sunrise. Tell them I don't make up my mind. Can't do it once, we must do it twice. So yeah, me. Don't worry, lover. Don't worry, friend. Don't worry, partner. You go see thing again. Don't worry, lover. I know you're missing it. It's a whole mood when we start to get lit. We time coming back again. It's so much my heart could take. I feel like I'm born again. Freedom at last, raise a glass. Oh yeah, can't live in the past. So look for where madness, David Rudder say. Look for where real girl, and it's only way. So look for where shirt off in the people place. Look for where when we done they go put we there in the Hall of Fame. Soca Hall of Fame, we in the Hall of Fame. Why? It's the culture we defend. Hall of Fame, Soca Hall of Fame, we in the Hall of Fame. When it comes to party,
You laugh at me, but I'm serious about the clean boomsy thing. It's stupid to think that you don't think you need to clean
Your body. There's like these people who talk about they don't wash their leg because it's the jeans.
grown men.
No, make sure your pussy clean. Clean. Okay, no problem. But
Not
you
against.
have to wash your
Wash
pussy.
Wash your pussy.
You have to wash.
Wash your pussy.
You're listening to Two Jamettes on OURradio.fm.
Forbes, you ready? Tiger, stay up there, stay ready.
She is the voice of the backyard, speaking truth when the weak find it hard. From the twin island of Tobago and Trinidad, I want you just make way for the
I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining on low in front the bar. Yes, all year round is Jamet season. Wine in the road, I don't need a reason. My mouth is a menace, but eyes not treason. Cokes in my hand, I'm ready for the beating. Say what I want, they go call me a hater. Don't have no kitchen and I don't cater. Can't take the Jamet now, check me later. It's Jamet woman who slice down baker. I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining on low in front the bar. Yes, I pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. When we go up, we stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. Hug your sons, but fight down your sister. Talk a big talk, but your actions sinister. Run mouth of water like big minister. Give me a break or use a damn faker. 3-line flambeau set for rebellion. We on the front line with all rebel them. Build the community with all my friend them. Jamet nation, this is your anthem. Resistance, ring it, we go fling it. If you have a truth over there, then bring it. Bring it to my crow, my table, my center. It's a Jamet takeover. I come for the bacchanal. I don't want no time for petty girl, no way. Whining on low in front the bar. Yes, I when we go up, we stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. When we go up, we stay up. Pour something in my cup. When we go up, we stay up. To jam it. No one ain't doing no pole coming up here. My knees, boy, my knees. That's problem.
You better get it, jam it some room before you get beat like a bottle and spoon. I beg you just give the jam it some room before you get licked with a cookie and broom. How are you doing?
Hey, Forbes, you know about man, you know up here. Oh, what hide? Die hide too? Don't come up here if you ain't had no rub. Go on with the cup. Pour the thing, no man. Hey.
Drive.
La 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 la. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. And it's Fernandez.
Hey, love, 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 love. Girl, I love you more than a little bit.
Plenty, plenty, not a little bit.
Girl, I love you more than a little bit. Hear what me say. You are all that I want. Girl, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
You are all that I want. Boy, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
Let me take you round the world and show you fancy things. You deserve all that you want, baby, everything.
And I love the things that you're teaching me. I don't know what is love. And I'm so thankful every day. You fit me like a glove.
They say, are you in love? I say, very, very. When I look at you, I sure that I'm ready, ready. Girl, your name and my heartbeat are ready, ready.
Ooh, and I mean it when I say
You are all that I want. Girl, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
you are all that I want. Boy, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
Vibes and music, candlelight, slow dancing, make it last all night.
If you could see inside my head, it's kinda hard to describe what that is feeling.
They say, are you in love? I say, very, very. When I look at you, I sure that I'm ready, ready. Girl, your name and my heartbeat are ready, ready.
Ooh, and I mean it when I say
You are all that I want. Girl, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
you are all that I want. Boy, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better. Baby, baby, RV, daddy,
Hey, love, 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 love.
yeah.
Girl, I love you more than a little bit.
Plenty, plenty, not a little
Hey,
bit.
girl, I love you more than a little bit. Hear what me say. You are all that I want. Girl, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
You are all that I want. Boy, I really wanna show you that. And I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
Hey, love, love, love. I couldn't ask for nothing better.
Yes,
Yo.
Patrice again.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hey, Johnny, where you been?
Static, static.
I don't know where you've been all of my life, but you're here right now. You just want me to bend over, allow me to go all out. My head's so nice, I loving this feeling. I like a kite up in the cold streaming. Pinch me and wake me up, boy, we finally out, yeah. Time to some speed up, give me 2 shots and a bad, bad, bad. No, no, we don't have no problem. Well, man, by the million, and they want me, baby. You raise my temperature, darling. The wine send up my blood pressure. Boy, I'm feeling it, and I'm feeling sweet. This is one place and time where you could just overdo it. Now give me one, oh Lord, give me one, baby, give me one. You make me feel complete.
And we go jam, we go jam, we go jam, we go jam all day. And express this feeling. We go jam, we go jam, we go jam all night. When I catch this feeling. We could be anywhere else in the world, but be here right now. Can't catch myself, girl, I'm losing my mind when you turn around. But I don't mind.
Let me tell you a secret.
Push hard, I know.
Your wine make me feel it. Pinch me and wake me up, boy, we finally overdo it. Now give me walk, oh Lord, give me walk, baby, give me walk. You make me feel complete. And we go jam all day and express this feeling. We go jam all night when I catch this feeling. Pinch me and wake me up. Yes, we finally out, yeah. Time to some speed up. Give me 2 shots and a bad. No, we don't have no problem. Real man by the million, and they want me, baby. You're ready for temperature, darling. The wine send up the blood pressure. I am feeling it, and I'm feeling sweet. This is one place at a time where you could just overdo it. Now give me walk, oh Lord, give me walk, baby, give me walk. You make me feel complete. Now give me walk, oh Lord, give me walk, baby, give me walk, oh Lord. You make me feel so sweet. And we go jam all day and express this feeling. We go jam all night when I catch this feeling.
Batsy. Yeah.
When I catch this feeling.
Yo, Ali, and I'm bend over. Yeah. And I'm bend over. Yeah. And I'm bend over. Woo, my gal, where you wine and bend over. Turn and twist up the bumper. Wind down low to the soca. Go down to lota.
My gal, where you wine and bend over. Turn and twist up the bumper. Wind down low to the soca. Go down to lota. Who ready to make this place turn over?
Yeah. Who ready to make this place turn over?
I ready to make this place turn over.
Who ready to make this place turn over?
When you see we touch down, whole party does shell down. What's going on, get bun down. Reppin' where we come from. Rag in the air.
Wind down. DJ give me vibe now. I want to jam all night long. I want to burn the place down. Yeah. I wanna burn it down quick. Real bad girl, no fi wine pon it. Real bad girl, no fi show up on it. I wine and stick up your hip like this.
Wind down low for me and give me pressure, baby. Wind down low. Go low,
My girl, where you wine and bend over. Turn and twist up the bumper. Wind down low to the soca. Go down to lota.
My girl, where you wine and bend over. Turn and twist up the bumper. Wind down low to the soca. Go down to lota. Who ready to make this place turn over?
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
Soy la reina de Bacanal. Mi gente, vamos. Puerto de España, la tierra de soca. Carnaval on fire, me pone loca. Soy la reina de Bacanal Latina. Carnaval on fire, mucha gasolina. Hello, it's Destra, last name Garcia. I wanna see ya, wine to the beach, yeah. Pushing that bumper, out in the street, yeah. But if you don't know what to do, let me teach ya. Dale para abajo, abajo que hago down low. Yeah, dale para abajo, abajo que hago down low.
Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. It's your girl,
Island Girls. We're Island Girl Talk. I'm your host. I'm Krystal Khayne.
KDC.
It's not Trinidad Shawna.
It's Trinidad Shawna.
Neicy.
Yes, guys.
When I introduced myself.
Another week of Island Girl Talk, episode 49. Mind you, we're heading toward the big 50 soon, guys. We should do a giveaway. We should do a giveaway
to ourselves.
Oh my guys, I hope you all are having a fantastic week thus far. Right? Listen, somehow this week just dragged along. You don't think, Niece? It just dragged. I kind of miss being here. Katie was here last week too, so you didn't feel it?
No.
Yeah, I
Katie
felt
wasn't
it.
here last week. I was here last week.
Even Shawna in the group chat was like, she was like, I'm missing you all. Guys, Shawna couldn't make it today, by the way, because she had something to do that was very important. So we have a lovely resident host taking over the lovely KTC.
Always happy and willing to help.
Yes.
Always happy and willing to help. And love spending my Wednesdays with you.
That's not what you said just now when we invited you to brunch.
I said I am not getting up early on the one day that I don't have to. So if we have to do anything, it's not going to be brunch.
Forget it. Neicy, when they throwing people under the bus, boy.
No, you shouldn't throw me under the bus.
Oh, good.
You miss me.
Yes, So, guys, of course, we're always happy to have you. Remember to like and share the live, but mainly like it. Press the like button. Press it, please. The more the merrier. And, let your friends know that we're on, of course. And remember, we're here for you. Be there for us. And if you want to talk to us, call us at 466-4-O-U-R or 466-4687. If you just feel to call in and say, hey, you don't have to talk about the topic per se. You could just check on us. Come on, always with peeps.
I just sent my broadcast, and I don't want to jump the gun, but somebody's very excited for today's topic.
Oh, very nice.
They're saying, I'm not going to give away the topic as yet, but they're saying this is such an important topic and one hardly ever explored. You ladies are doing it.
Yay! Who's that lovely person?
She goes by the name Stacia Yearwood.
Stacia, big up you.
Island girl.
Big up you,
Definitely
Stacia.
check out her Zen box. She's doing like a carnival box.
Oh, cool.
From like local artisans.
Tell her to send us when we could do an unboxing right here on the show.
Definitely.
That is actually a really good
idea. So, guys, of course, if you're an artist and you would like to hear your music played on the platform, you can feel free to send it to music@OURradio.fm. Again, the email address is music@OURradio.fm. Yes, And with that, we commence. Neicy, miss it, boy.
Sorry, I not realized I wasn't hearing any music.
I'm not hearing any music either. Ananias, but with music, boy. Yes,
Girl,
I watched it
still
like 5 times.
You move your mic and lean into mine.
I removed all the parasites.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. So, ladies, wait, before we start the topic of the day, I want to hear about your week so far. And how was the weekend? What did you all do? What did you get into? How was it? Oh, gosh. All right. Neicy.
I'm always normally bubbly and stuff, you guys, but your girl has just been going through something.
I feeling that, niece. Ananias, what was I telling you today? Don't even repeat the actual words. But I get it. I feel it. I'm feeling that. Yes.
Okay, cool.
We'll talk about it. It is, you're not alone.
The life of the party. I'm normally the most bubbly person. And I am Iho.
Yeah.
Like, these days I'm just not tiggering.
You're blue.
We've been at the fest. We've been working. Nah, I don't need it. I need nature. I need to go ground. I need to go in the middle of the forest and take my shoes off and stand up and meditate.
I'm feeling unplugged from something. I'm not feeling very disconnected.
Neicy, watch me. We here, dude.
No. Running in the opposite direction.
We need to go off. I could think of another F word, but it's certainly not a fet.
Ananas, where's my music? I'm not hearing any music.
I swear.
I'm not hearing any music.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm not hearing.
We need to raise our own music. Yes, the music is there. It's us, guys. The problem is us, and that's what we're gonna get into today. Am I the problem? Am I the drama?
Am I the drama?
Is the drama me?
I don't hear any music.
He gave away the Ananias, come on.
Okay, no, but I'm not hearing any music.
Raise it a little more, babe. The middle one. Hearing anything?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's there. All right, all is well with the world again. We don't like dead air over here, y'all. All right, so Neicy, anything else besides? We go talk after. Oh gosh, Neicy, I'm feeling it. I am feeling that vibe.
She's going through it.
Kate, what about you, babe? How's your weekend and your week thus far?
Pace.
I hear that.
I mean, yes, I love being booked and blessed and not broke,
And
but
busy.
and
Yes.
busy. No, I really don't like that word busy, you know,
Okay.
because busy could not mean productive.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Busy
true.
doing running around here, there, and everywhere, and that's what I feel like I've been doing because I go to school in South, but I work up North, and then I had to go to Remo, and it was just all over the place, and I was busy, but I don't like being busy.
I like
But
that.
I
I'm
do-
taking a page from that.
Thank you. But I do understand that there's a time for everything, and this is just probably the time to be busy so that I could later down not be busy, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes
In
sense.
terms of not being productive.
It makes sense to me, girl.
But I'm a little tired because I had an all-nighter. I went to bed at 5 a.m. this morning. So
What
I
caused
don't know
that?
how you do it.
but Krystal brought this really for her, and I took it
Yeah.
over.
I saw that in the supermarket over the road. It looked like a nice little stress reliever. It feels
so good.
like bursting bubbles,
Yes.
you know, packaging bubbles, and it also feels like my nose. You guys know I like to play with my nose when I'm dazing off, and it literally has the
Some
same
things, Chris,
sensation.
are just for us.
I mean, people
These-
people who know me know that I play with my nose, and this is that
She
kind
don't
of
mean
show
digging
we
her
share
nose. She
it.
just means like play with her nose.
I like that. Oh, that not that kind. Oh, it wouldn't even. How would it get? It doesn't
don't
work
even
that
say
way.
anything.
But this is absolutely amazing. It has been calming me for the time I've been sitting down here. I took it. I'm so sorry.
You go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you play. You play with it. I'll play with it later.
You play with it.
And welcome. I show the people what it
Welcome
is.
back to Island Girl Talk. Where we like to
is not
play with
after dark
things
session.
over here, apparently.
Yes, I mean, and my weekend has been decent-ish. I honestly can't remember how my weekend go. That usually happens to me. I'll have to check my diary.
That's when it's a lot of
Yeah, I have to check my diary to remember what I did, but I'm there with you. I'm mentally and emotionally drained, if I'm being 100% honest, and I need a break. I need to, and my break for me means I need to just get on a plane and bus it.
Yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
what I need to just get back into the vibe of what I was doing before the
Reset.
pandemic and bus it.
I do
It's
think,
time to go.
Remember, we haven't had a carnival season in 2 years, so I think
It's a
going
lot.
back into it,
with so much pace.
especially as creatives,
Yeah.
we're like, whoa, this is right. We used to do this.
Yeah.
We used to do this.
Can I say too? Sorry, go ahead, niece.
I was just gonna say before the pandemic, I was the most extroverted ever known that extroverted. Right?
You were the extrovert, the most
I like that
extroverted of
sentence.
the extroverts.
Right?
All
And
right.
the pandemic introduced me to introvert Neicy. And I'm like, she's cool.
You like
she
her.
likes to sit and do
She's
nothing.
pretty darn awesome.
That's nice. So I think just as the year started, it felt like the pandemic didn't happen and we just back with this pace and the pace on steroids.
Yeah.
It just kind of
You should say that again.
Can I just put a little different perspective on your
Yes,
sentence that you just
please.
said?
Yeah.
You said introverted Neicy likes to do nothing, but I don't think it's nothing because being still and doing nothing is two different things. I think you like to be still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's extremely productive, huh?
I mean,
Niece?
still is productive.
Organize
just
the
saying.
scene there.
I
Yeah.
think people look at rest as not being productive when it actually is.
Sideways. How are you guys feeling in the chat room? I mean, is it just us or are you feeling a shift in energy? Because that has been the issue with me lately. You know, yeah, just a shift. And yesterday too, I was looking forward to just chilling and just prepping for today's show. But then with one call, everything changed, and I had to leave the house. I had to go do site visit. I had to go do a meeting. I had to meet with somebody else later. You know, to deal with certain things. I was like, bro, it was a lot. Let me fix it for your niece.
Yes.
Right?
Something like that.
Yeah, let me fix.
Put it on the
So yeah, 1 second. All right, there we go.
I'm tuning in, Mike. Wow.
All right, we got it. Yay!
No.
More. Almost. Right.
Probably
So,
the poor people in there. Vertigo.
all right, everybody good? Neicy not on there now. Right.
But do I
That's it.
need to be though?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
So, I mean, I think, what is it? Just, we need a mental break.
Yeah.
We need a mental
And I
break.
think it's just the awareness of it because I've been feeling emotions I don't normally feel.
Yes.
And I'm irritable. I'm not an irritable person. So
You're not?
Like, no, I'm not. I'm not. Like, things will irritate me, but it doesn't allow me to be irritable.
Yes, you're not normally. It is not your natural way of
so
being.
the fact that I'm just like, okay, let me not speak to people. Let me not take this call because
Yeah.
they gonna get a side of Neicy that.
I try
But
to
you
do
don't
that
want
too, you
to-
know.
Yeah.
When I'm in a bad, funky mood, I
respond.
just stay away from
Yeah.
people because I don't want to bring that energy to them.
I'm not doing that. Like I'm not the person. Like for the next couple of days, I'm not the go-to person. Just putting that out there.
Yes.
Don't go here. don't.
Do not call Neicy in this time.
I love it too because I got this toy and Katie is just so preoccupied with the toy and I'm like, yeah, it's a goodbye. It's definitely a goodbye. Neicy, have you tried it?
No, because like I don't need any
Poke it a little
addictions
bit,
right
Neicy.
now.
Show the people what it is after. Doesn't it feel good? Right? Show
Yes.
the people, Neicy. Show
But
the people the
then-
toy.
But then what is even better is that you don't have to go any line. You could go purple, blue,
Yeah.
My
purple,
OCD is
green,
acting up.
purple.
Don't do that.
Guys, it is some kind of toy that that
like them
relieves
stress
stress. It's a
reliever.
popper. Yeah.
It feels okay. So this thing
It
is,
feels great.
as a child, I used to
so good.
wiggle my navel. Like
Yeah.
play with my navel.
Okay,
to
it
fall
feels
asleep.
like a navel.
When
like
you
a
pop it,
navel?
like when you put your finger in the hole.
Yeah.
Could we just show the people what it is?
Let's show the people
when
the toy.
you put your finger in the
And
hole.
the thing is, like to this day, my siblings hate me because I'm the reason all of their navels are out.
Uh-oh.
My sisters can't wear like short tops because I played with it until it came out.
Oh
of the
no.
socket.
That's weird.
And I stopped playing with mine, so mine's got to go back in.
It's how we just
That's
talking
medically
about this
possible.
weird
Yeah,
stuff. I
play
haven't
the
gotten to
navels.
the topic of the
Yeah,
day yet.
like when they're babies.
Guys,
babe.
this is the
I was the
toy.
big sister playing with the navels.
It's like some kind of popper and it's a stress reliever. It was just an impulse buy. And yeah, it's great. Go ahead.
You know, they
Kate.
say TikTok made me
That
buy
rhymes
it.
for reason.
Yeah.
Wow
Made me buy it. Wow,
made
supermarket.
Krystal buy it.
Okay,
All
but
right, guys.
let's dive into our topic.
Let's get into it, guys. So today's topic of the day is what?
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Are you guilty of gaslighting? You know, sometimes we like to talk about topics, guys, and we always we like to talk about topics, and it's always like as though it's being done to us. We talk about it like
We're the
you know,
victims.
yes, we're the victims. It's being done to us as though we're not guilty of it. No, we all know damn well that we've done it as well at some point in time on some level, right? So what we're gonna do is, as Neicy likes to say, we're gonna change up the lens a little bit and put the focus on us. Right, and also the audience, we're gonna ask you to also be a little bit introspective today, and just really search yourself. Are you guilty of gaslighting? Have you gaslit someone this week, last week? You know what I mean? And you know, just basically what we can do to observe ourselves and be more aware to not make people feel that way, because really and truly, it ain't cool.
No.
You know what I mean? So what is gaslighting exactly?
So gaslighting is is a form of emotional abuse where a person doubts the reality of another, leaving them in a state of confusion.
Indeed. Yeah, go ahead, Kate.
The etymology of the word actually originated in 1930s from a play called Gaslight. It turned into a movie in the 1940s. Patrick Hamilton is the person that wrote the script. I actually watched the movie. It's actually pretty good. Where a husband literally sends his wife mentally crazy by turning down the gas light. So back in those times, they have like gas chambers and gas gauges to turn for the lights, because they used to use like candles and stuff like that, right?
Katie with the history.
Yes, I love this.
And so the play is basically the husband mentally corrupting the wife's mind so that he could control her to get her family's riches and stuff like that.
Wow.
Y'all should look at it.
I'm gonna take a look at it.
The name of it is Gaslight.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where the etymology of the word came from.
Yes.
But yeah, it's mainly a narcissistic tool to manipulate, I guess, their abusee.
Indeed.
But yeah.
Indeed. I love I feel like I don't need to read the official definition anymore.
She made it
Should
made
I?
a lot of sense to me. But yeah,
It does.
You can.
I love that you even delved into the history of it and how it even came to be a term. Right? But should I?
Yeah.
So but in addition to what Katie said so eloquently, gaslighting is a type of mental and emotional abuse when someone uses manipulation and distraction tactics to distort the truth, making their victim question their own reality. Yes. It can happen in any type of close relationship, including romantic relationships, but also between family members, friends, and co-workers. Right? So as a more, to the point thing, but yeah, that was interesting because I didn't even look up where it started, so I could imagine that poor woman with the gas. How she used to do it? Like raise the gas and then she's questioning herself.
So he used to dim the lights by turning down the gas, and she'd be like, "Why is the lights getting dim?" And this isn't a play, and he would say, "No, nothing is wrong, and then he'll turn it back up. But the movie, he did that, but he was. I don't want to give the movie away.
Give it away.
But he was basically upstairs in the attic, but he never allowed the wife to go upstairs. So in her head, there were things going on upstairs that she just wasn't privy to. And then other things, like he will take her favorite brooch and hide it and say she is the one that's stealing the things and hiding it, or he would hide paintings and say she's the one that stole it and was hiding it from him. And I was getting very upset looking at it.
Can you imagine?
I'm like, what the hell is this man doing? But it was very interesting to see how the term gaslighting came to be. But eventually there was a police officer that caught on to what he was doing, because he was being investigated for the murder of I think it was his late aunt or something like that. He was trying to get the riches. And but so the police officer was investigating him anyways. So he caught on, and happy ending. It had a happy ending, guys. But it's a very interesting movie. I love period pieces. It's in black and white. I remember watching period pieces in black and white movies with my grandmother.
It's nostalgic.
It's very nostalgic. So I like those type of movies. If you don't like black and white, it may not be for you, but it's a very short movie. I want to say like an hour and a half, if so much. But yeah,
that's interesting.
It's
gonna
interesting
take notes
too.
of that.
Guys, we want to hear from you all today too. We're talking about gaslighting, but from a first person perspective, because we want to know from you all: are you guilty of doing it too? We could talk forever about people who have gaslighted us. Like, we all have been victims of gaslighting in some way. I'm sure all of us will have a story. But do you have the emotional maturity to check yourself and be like, okay, yeah, I've done it before. Yeah, I know I've been gaslighting. Sometimes you're gaslighting and you don't even realize that you're doing it to the person. But we're going to help you identify some key signs here today so you can be a little more aware of yourself. Right? One of the ways... Let me get into it. I don't want all you to share today. One of the ways that you can recognize if you're gaslighting someone is... and this is a typical one. You're guilty of downplaying the other person's emotions.
Yes.
Right? So, for example, somebody is hurt by something that you've said or done. And they complain to you about it. Like, I don't like that, Chris. You said that and da-da-da-da. And my response is, you're overreacting. It didn't happen that way. You know what I mean? No, that's not how it went. Nah, man, you're making a big deal, a mountain out of a molehill. And you're not really taking into consideration that the person is truly hurt by it. You know what I'm saying? And you totally... basically what you're doing is making their whole bubble of pent up emotion, rage, sadness, depression, whatever the case may be, whatever you invoked in them, you're making it all into this small little thing and thus trivializing how they truly feel. And that's one of the worst things you could do to a person, because then you make that person feel really small, you know? So that is one way that you could know if you're gaslighting someone. Have you all ever done that? I've done it.
Trivialize somebody's thing.
Yeah, and not just actively do it. Like you did something, and the person goes, "Neicy, I don't like how you talk to me, you know, or I don't like what you did there. You should have asked me first." So that, why are you making a big deal out of it? But it doesn't mean anything. No, it didn't happen. So I didn't say that. I didn't mean it. So now you, yeah.
I
And
think
just
I
brushing them off.
have been guilty of it, but it was me being naive because, say for instance, like if I like red, right, and you come to the doing something in red, I like red, and you might be like, I don't like how this looking on me, and because I like red, I'm looking at it through the lens of my stuff. It might be a kind of boring example, but just stick with me. And I think a lot of the times I would just focus on how I see things. So even when somebody is telling me how they're experiencing something I've done or said, if I'm not seeing it like that, then I can't connect the dots. And I think like over the years, being able to like see and hear what people's experiences is, and put myself in their shoes, even if I don't understand, be willing to not minimize what they're experiencing because I don't relate or it doesn't connect. That has helped me on two sides, in the sense of being able to not gaslight in that particular area, but also stand my have my boundaries when it comes to my stuff. So when somebody's doing it to me, I'm like, no, like it's not for you to agree with what I'm telling you. Just this is my experience. Right. The most I need from you is to at least respect it. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me how I should feel. Just respect it. That this is what it is. Leave it alone. I'm not asking you to fix it or whatever. Just at least respect it, and don't tell me it shouldn't be what it is.
Yeah.
I
You
understand?
could feel myself starting to get triggered from this conversation. Seriously, from this topic alone. You know what I'm saying? Because I starting to think now about ways where it has happened to me, but we want to. Yeah, we're talking from our first. But today is all about exploring ourselves and whether we have done it, you know? But what Neicy just said,
I think
it's
for
been
me,
done.
most of the times when I learn something, I try to learn it on these two sides. I learn it how it affects me, and I also learn it from the place of putting myself in people's shoes. So when I'm dealing with that situation again, I have the lens to do both sides. So for me, if I realize I'm guilty of something, I would flip it, and then I'll also like look inward with it. So I'm understanding when I'm doing it, and I'm also understanding when it's being done. You know.
Nowadays too, just to piggyback on that, like I was a master gaslighter, and before I was even using the term gaslighting, I was a master gaslighter, and nowadays, when I realize that I might be subconsciously doing it, I'd be like, no. No. And then I try to put myself and just try, like you said, put myself in their shoes and be like, okay, I may not see it their way, but let me at least try to understand it. And then I just give them that because that is their truth. Yeah. It doesn't mean that, you know, it's not valid just because I disagree with it. Yeah. It's literally their truth, and it's hard to do, you know, because you see, considering other people's feelings just in a nutshell, it's hard to do. It is.
But that's where compassion
indeed
enters the equation.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even realize like I wasn't a very compassionate person. I'm a caring person, and you think caring is compassion. Two totally different things.
Explain.
Caring sometimes comes from the lens of what you care about. So it has a bit of self in it. Compassion is when you could care about something that has nothing to do with you.
So empathize and sympathize.
Yeah. You know, and I realized like I was like, yeah, I'm kind, I'm compassionate, well, caring. But then the compassion used to like, if it had nothing to do with me, then it doesn't matter. You understand? And I'm like, oh, that's what compassion is.
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Indeed,
we had to enter that class a little more. You know? So yeah.
Let's turn over to the chat room because you don't want to ignore our people today.
Ignore them.
No. We have Larry J. We have Larry J first saying good afternoon to the lovely ladies of Island Girl Talk. Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
He says, as well as the tech guys and all of the viewers tuned in. Blessings to all and looking forward to an enjoyable show. Indeed, Larry. Thank you. Then we have Gina Chin saying, hello, lovelies. Hi, Gina.
Hi, Gina.
That's my friend from a long time.
Hi,
we
Jane.
have Dennis Allen. I reached Dennis.
Hey,
Call
Tay.
us now, Dennis. You know how long Dennis tried to call us last time and we couldn't take his call. So, Dennis, call us if you have the time. We have Michael Phillips in the house, our past guy's perspective
I saw
guest.
him on the avenue actually
Yes.
at the pizza place, and he was playing. He sounds so good. I
Aw.
really love his voice.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Michael.
Oh, gosh. Yes, I have to give Michael a call. Then we have Lendell saying, I am glad you are talking about it because I know a woman who loves to gaslight men a lot. Well, yes.
That's very
Here we
personal.
go. Here we go.
Very, very personal.
Fire Wolfman is saying, greetings, ladies and everyone. Blessings as always. Thank you, Fire Wolfman. Elliot says, hey.
Hey, Ellen.
Hey.
What's up?
All right, Lendell.
Gaslighting.
Lendell is back saying, gaslight is the strongest tactic to control someone or get what you want. But it's nice to see you all again, and I did it once. Really, Lendell? Feel free to call us on Shawna.
He said once.
Well, we want to hear about
we
that
wanna
one
hear about that
time.
once.
So, Lendell, call us at 466-4 O.U.R. That's 466-4687, and tell us all about that one time you gaslit someone. And we have Cindy Dougland Fernando.
Hi,
She knew.
Cindy.
Hey,
No, she
Cindy.
normally tunes in.
Hi,
From time to
Cindy.
time when
She-
she's free.
She says, hi, ladies. Kyle is saying, I love how IGT girls are self-aware and always working on themselves. Thank you.
Kyle Grant?
Yeah, Kyle Grant.
Kyle Grant.
He says the high level of self-development is evident. Yes, according to Neicy, we try. We're not perfect at it. Trust me.
No one's perfect.
But no one is.
am,
This
yeah,
is true.
I am.
No one is perfect.
Neicy is
Neicy.
saved and sanctified,
No one is
not perfect.
good. Only God is good. Kyle Grant says, good afternoon, ladies. Hi again, Kyle Grant. And then Adina is here and she says, great topic today. She says, I'm glad I joined because I just realized that I unknowingly gaslight people sometimes. So she says she's glad she joined. Yeah, it's true. Like, it's an ongoing thing.
Even if somebody puts like a bottle down, if I put this bottle down here, or let's say Neicy puts the bottle down here and I take the bottle and I hide it jokingly, and Neicy turn around, where the bottle? No. That is gaslighting. Even if you're joking, it's making her question her reality. Wait, did I really put that bottle down? Maybe I didn't. I mean,
Method
you're doing it in a
people
joking
mentality.
You're doing it in a
It's
joking
very
manner,
subtle,
but for the person, it would shake up their whole reality.
Like the government and the Mandela effect.
Chris and her conspiracy
theories.
Tell me.
Actually, if there's one thing I kind of
government,
believe
the
in
world
is
government
the
is
Nelson
gaslighting the world.
Mandela effect.
Say it again, kids.
If there's one conspiracy theory that I believe in, is the Nelson Mandela effect.
Yes.
Okay,
'Cause
so
there's
I'm a
something
little
like-
clueless. I feel like I know what this is, but I'm
Katie,
fug.
tell
I'm having fug right
Neicy
now.
what the Mandela
So
effect
it's
is.
basically where a group of people in society knows and believes that something happened, but then later on in life, as life goes on, that thing that a group of people know to have happened didn't happen.
yeah.
So like, Snow
Government.
White, mirror, mirror. What's that?
Mirror,
Much
mirror on the wall.
Who's the fairest of them
It's
all?
mirror, mirror
It's
on
actually
the wall.
magic mirror.
Yeah. So when you're growing up and you've been reading the story
Snow White.
of
Come
Snow
again?
White, do you know the story of Snow White?
Yes.
Okay.
So she and the evil stepmother
yeah.
goes, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all, and that's what we grew up on. But now they're saying that it's never been mirror, mirror, it's magic mirror on the wall. You ever heard that?
And if you go back, it actually says magic mirror.
Let me give you a good one. Let me get
Neicy is like, wait, my whole existence is being questioned.
the world government is literally gaslighting us. Let me give you another good one. You ever owned a Monopoly board?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Does he have a monocle on his eye?
Yeah.
No, he
no
doesn't.
monocle?
He has one.
No, he does not.
He doesn't know.
No.
He doesn't know.
No, he
No,
doesn't
he
know.
doesn't.
But he had one before.
I have a Monopoly with the monocle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I have one. My dad bought me a Monopoly when I was a young teenager. Right? And the guy had the monocle on the board. They're saying on the internet that he
never
never
did,
had
yeah.
a boy.
I don't believe the internet because the
He never
internet
had
was
the molecule.
created by man. Like I've had an experience, and I'm not gonna bring
No, but
that
there
up
are a
now.
group of people who
But
also agree that they have monopolies that never had. Well, he
There's
never had the
and the reason
molecule.
why they call
But
it
I saw something in Trinidad, and I think I mentioned it on the show before. I'm not going to bring it up now because it's a very sensitive topic. With an article that I read about a certain company, and then when something came up again with the same company, and I went back to look for the article, like I remember sitting and reading this article on the internet, and it's not on the internet now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people call it quantum jumping. So where you are in one reality and everything is, a certain way.
Yeah.
For instance, JC Penny. Some people remember the penny being spelled PENNY. And some people know it to be PENNEY. I remember it with the EY. But
did
now it's
Nelson
just
Mandela died in jail?
No.
Okay.
some
Just
people,
checking. Some people
they call it the Nelson
Yeah.
Mandela effect because some people believe that he died in
They
jail.
remember,
So
not
who
believe,
was the person that
remember.
came out
And
after
then,
20
and I
something
remember
years?
seeing on TV that he died in jail, and then other people,
I'm confused.
so other
Could
people
we
are
get
saying
back?
no.
So the gaslight is working, man.
And I just,
it's confused.
it's funny because I was on TikTok live last night and we were talking about, somebody brought it up, and I remembered watching CNN News and they announced that Tevin Campbell was dead. Can we talk?
Yes, and he died because I saw people
for
saying,
a minute.
like, rest in peace.
It was on the news.
It was.
I
saw it on TikTok and I saw it on the
You
Shade
see,
Room.
we
The
come
Shade
from
Room.
the same frequency, right? From the same
Same
frequency,
world, the same
kindreds. So
So he's not dead?
he's alive.
Why they kill the man?
And I said to myself, I literally was watching I was on my phone. I was like,
I saw it.
what? Tevin Campbell is dead. I'm telling
I
you.
think I posted rest in peace.
Listen to me. Listen
I
to
did
me.
because actually
Ladies and
no,
gentlemen,
we
we've
talk
been
this
gaslit.
Wow.
And there's a number of people that also believe, but he is dead. But no, he's alive apparently.
This is
Not even kicking.
And I'm just saying, you see, with that whole Hadron Collider thing where they're trying to, collide particles to create a black hole and stuff, maybe they're resetting our reality and we quantum jumping and don't even know. But I mean, we're talking about gaslighting today, guys. So
Well, that's
we
gaslighting.
conspiracies for another
Reality,
day. Guys,
yeah.
we really need to have a conspiracy
yes,
theory.
we should do a conspiracy.
Yes.
That will
segment.
be hella interesting.
Let's do that, and we would just come up with like the top 10
I have so
biggest conspiracies.
Chris trying to get Island Girl talk shut down. You know?
Stop it.
As we pop episode, all of a sudden
Stop
Island
it.
Girl talk never existed.
Joe Rogan and they talk about
Never
conspiracies all the
existed.
time. All right, guys. So basically, we that came up because yes, I believe that the government is gaslighting the masses, and when I say government, I mean the world, the elites, the 1%.
The beliefs of Chris is
And not the views of Island Girls.
Girl.
We know. But guys, what is another way of gaslighting? I finally not share now. I have a.
Well, Chris, I'm trying to get back my senses because you have my did Mandela really,
Yeah.
so
When people express opinions that differ from yours and you tell them they're wrong.
They're gosh.
but sometimes they are wrong.
Yeah, but they see.
No, like
Expresses their opinion.
It's an opinion, so it doesn't
Not
have
a
to
fact.
be based in fact. Exactly.
It's an opinion.
Some people, and I have been guilty of this, and when I get passionate about my opinion, it becomes facts.
That's right.
Sometimes it's wrong. And nice.
And
Even
I
if it's based in nothing.
like, listen, I had to learn this. This is a skill that I'm still learning. Like to let people be wrong. Like even especially if you come to me not asking a question, like you come with your opinion wrapped in your facts cloth, and you present it. Right? And you're convinced that your opinion is said facts, and I know it's wrong. Like I'm learning, and this is a skill, and it makes me feel very grown to let you sit there being wrong and not.
You have to let people do what they need to do.
I don't understand that.
happy.
No, if I get what you're saying.
Anything.
But remember what Casey and I said, opinion, right?
yeah.
Because if you have the facts and you have the proof and you showing them, you go through. by all means show them, listen, this is what the science says, this is what it is, this is what happened, such and such date and time, and you give them the facts. But if it is you two are having a debate on something and you share certain opinions and they have differing opinions and nothing is based in 100% concrete facts, then agree to disagree.
I always remember this quote. I can't remember who's this by. I think it's Aristotle. I can't remember. But my lecturer, my ethics lecturer is the one that shared this quote. The mark of an educated mind is the ability to entertain a thought but not accept it.
Ooh.
I literally, every time I'm having a conversation with someone, I literally keep that in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, I can entertain this thought. That don't mean I have to accept it and make it my reality and change my whole point of view on it. You can have it. And likewise, you can entertain my thoughts but not accept it. So where we're going is all right. The opinion, the opinion of being right or wrong. If this is someone's opinion, you could entertain their conversation and their opinions. But right, go ahead, go through, analyze, have this opinion. But
I'm learning. I'm definitely like making a book with Katie's wisdom today. That's really, really thing because I was queen fight a point.
Fight a point.
Listen, I could fight a point. I didn't even know I knew until I was pulling out the statistics to fight said points and ask me where I get these statistics. They were being made up. But that's the point. Right? So technically I was like a gaslighter in this round.
Also okay. Now we see where Neicy gaslights.
Now
I love today's topic.
Now I realize that I've grown
revelations.
Because I would sit in a conversation and hear you talk utter bullshit.
I think she cut it on
stuff. And then I would just be like, interesting. Anyway, so you want to go get something to eat? Like I could just literally leave you with that and walk away.
And that is very big of you.
And I just walk away being like, this dumb. Oh, good.
Was that Ananias? Bring
it's a thought.
Our tech guy has something to say. Bring the mic, Ananias.
I think what annoys me, what annoys me with that is just the wrapping the opinion in facts. Because some people don't even come to you with an opinion. Like they state it like it had books about this. They wrote the book on it.
I had to listen for years. I'm not going to say the person's name because I don't want anyone getting hurt. But there's an individual that I know that would argue a point. Stating an opinion, An opinion.
I feel like I know.
And they talking about it as though it is a bona fide. Oh God, we are getting a call. Remind me to make that point, huh?
Are we not doing it done?
It's Dennis T in the house, boy. Dennis, hello, welcome to Island Girl Talk. Let's raise him up, guys. Can you hear? Hello.
Raise him up.
What you see?
Hello, Dennis.
Hey, Dennis.
How are you?
I'm still limping from one other course on me the other day. I was like, rejected. I was like,
No,
just kidding. I was actually on my way out, and I was like, But yeah, so gaslighting.
Yeah,
wow,
boy.
what a thing.
Have you been guilty of it?
Talking to man about gaslighting. You see how the world is? That is gaslighting in of itself.
Oh, how so?
Well, first thing, thanks for having me back again. But here's what, gaslighting works with people who think emotionally. If you think logically, you won't be able to be gaslit.
Excellent point, Dennis.
So the first thing is, that's why gaslighting works more with women. So your boyfriend will gaslight you. You might gaslight your boyfriend once or twice.
Interesting. I think our tech guy is having a seizure here. I think he might have something he wants to say. Ananias, join the conversation.
But that's a very good point, Dennis. I never thought of it like that, but you make a lot of sense.
I beg to differ a little bit, but go ahead.
I tried.
I mean, yeah. On one hand, yeah, but like, you could also logically be gaslighted too,
yeah,
because it doesn't necessarily have to be like towards. Remember, it's not just towards relationship material. It's also other things that you could be gaslighted with.
Exactly.
And it's a lot of men that also think emotional too. So it has had to put that into perspective because I sure the women here could also agree to have a lot of men that also react very emotional.
We are all emotional
Especially
beings, by the way.
Well, I wouldn't say the race or not, but is I think it's just a people issue. I think it's just a people issue mostly.
Explain that when you say people issue.
As in people gaslight people.
Okay.
Regardless of gender, race, whatever. Like
Dennis,
people
but
gaslight.
Like I give the example of you put the bottle down here and I remove it and you're like, but where's the bottle? That is a form of gaslighting and has nothing to really do with emotion.
Yeah, that's true. Dennis?
No, what
When he said more susceptible, like who are more susceptible?
What Ananias is saying is two different things. He's
Explain.
talking about thought process and then reaction. The thought process is not the same as the reaction. So you might have an emotional reaction that's something to something that you occurred to logically. The logical thought process, right? A plus B equals Z, right? That's a logical thought process. It might be wrong, right? But you add and you minus and you take away and you get to there. When you feel, like your intuition, oh God, my belly telling me, you know what? I'm a mind thing. Or this morning I get up and I see some cockroach thing and I tell myself, let me play this man. That is emotional thought process. And that is especially feminine trait. So I'm not saying all women think like that. I'm saying that is a particularly feminine aspect. So you will get more women who think emotionally rather than think logically. And you will also get men who react emotionally with violence. Why? Because we programmed that way. It's a whole other story. But the fact is, women and men think differently. The thought process is different. So that's why gaslighting, especially over long term, when you can't find the logical or the fact-based resources to prove or disprove. It's all subjective. It's all how you feel about it. Good boy, what's that breeze, boy? Like something past it, this kind of thing. If you keep programming it, you start to think that way. If you are around women a lot, you will start to get that feeling. So a lot of the times you get fellas who have that higher feminine emotional thought process because they have more exposure to women, especially in their formative years, right? So a lot of the and it's no knocker. It's a lot of the single women households, you find those children, especially those male children, empathize with women more because they think like women more, right? So getting past that, story time. My ex, she was a sick chick with this thing. So she will always be telling you, well, this is scene, I'm going to deal with this. And in your mind, you're thinking, well, it's not adding up. But you want to trust, you want to love, you want to give her the full length, you know what I mean? But then you start to see the little signs, then you start to see this little thing, and you'll be like, what's going on? I used to have, I know, or you could Google this, right? I used to have a Sony Ericsson T900, right? And it's one of the early smartphones, right? Just before BlackBerry really take over, that was the boom flick. I had one of these phones. So, it keeping all the numbers, all the call details and everything. A day I do so, I wake up and I realize, wait a minute, I trying to find somebody's number, and I realize it's not like a butt dial. Why? You know what I mean? This chick saved her ex-boyfriend.
She what?
Number. She saved her ex-boyfriend number on my phone as Den. Her ex-boyfriend name was Denson. My name is Dennis. She saved her ex-boyfriend number as Den. So I seen a whole set of numbers calling. So then all kind of weird hours. What is really going on? So immediately logic kicks in. I called my brother and I was like, yo, could you give me a call? Let's stop all the times I call this number. Because obviously I dig up and I see it's my name, but it's not my number, right? Boom. I say, like, so when I start mapping back, I said, but wait now. 2 o'clock in the morning, Friday night, but we just beat out. What going on here? She calling somebody, and like when I pass out, she calling she man, she calling the ex-man. And I'm like, what is really going on? I was like, wait. So this is what happened. She'll be like, no, what are you talking about? You get up in the morning and you're like, you see the phone bill and you're like, how come my phone bill so? Me, you know, boy. I tell you. So sometimes you just have to believe your gut instinct, but trust, but verify.
But what is the reason behind those type of things? Like, what's the reason why people gaslight? Because I try to understand why go through all of that.
I'm also just checking.
People living a lie.
Okay.
So when you live in a lie, your reality cannot stand up to that level of scrutiny. So you just have to keep piling it on. So the minute somebody starts to dig, you know what she used to say? If you dig, you must find dirt.
Maybe if I no dirt to find, you could dig from now until like Kingdom Come, it won't find anything.
It's a form of the person saving their reality.
Oh.
Yeah. To have control. So to make you believe that your reality is not actually real. And
okay, understand. Wow. Interesting.
I want to just go back on something that Dennis said at the beginning of his response, right? You said that when you stick with the logic, it's not easy for you to become gaslighted. And that's where Ananias had disagreed with you, right? But I think I can see where you're coming from, because if it is you know something to be a hard fact, unwavering, already proven, then it's not, it's by choice if you choose to get emotional over something you already know to be a fact. But if you already know and have the hardcore proof that it is so, then it should be ideally hard to be gaslit by someone who is giving you their opinion on the matter. Am I right? Is that where you were coming from?
Yeah. So far you're batting full 100 right there.
I think it's like what Katie was saying about the ability to entertain a thought but not let it become
not accepted.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, I think most of the times is when you're not even sure of where you stand, and then somebody come in with something that is different from where you stand, and you had to fight to hold on to what you holding on to because their stuff hitting more hitting home louder now. And you don't want to, as I said, you don't want a reality to be shifted anyhow. So I think that is it, like not knowing something and then being presented with something that is louder than your truth. Yeah.
And another thing too, a lot of the times, the best lies are half truth. Right? So if you are understanding, if you pay enough attention to what that person's fears are, what they're paranoid about, and what they're really, really afraid of, you see that, you play on those things with just enough of a reel for them to bite. You know what I mean? It's like you put a law and then you just get them to bite at that, and they're going and they bite that whole thing, and they take the whole hook, line, and sinker, they take the whole story. Why? Because they trust you.
Yeah.
You can't gaslight somebody you just see and I'm say, hi, my name is Dennis. I can't gaslight you. Because
actually,
the first thing is
depending on the situation, you might be able to. I've gaslit strangers before.
She says proudly.
But you're especially talented, right? So
I've gaslighted strangers. You know? And like you said, because they trust you, and I know I might look trustworthy to them. You know?
Yeah, I think a lot of the time too, the best magician makes you believe what they're doing, but they set it up in a way that the mood, the lighting, the ambience, But when you go in there, you're thinking, all right, there's a magician. He ain't gonna, But yet still, people are like convinced. Why are you convinced? Because they bring you in. They bring you in. For a lot of people, it's psychos with you. Not out there, no. It's psychos. And the truth is so far from their reality, but they had to live. They had to get beat. It's Friday night. I had a break. You know what I mean? So they chaining you up. They're winding you up. And it's all kind of thing. A lot of times too, when you have, you see that opening that you create when you and your man, they can have some horrors going on and there's a set of scene, and you see that point of vulnerability. Oh God, it's everything that man going to tell you, you know. Everything, you know. You see that second brethren who looking at Scotty and right? He going to tell you everything he know you because he's your confidant, you know what I mean? You telling him the whole scene. He going to play on every emotional chord that he could imagine.
That's so true.
And then what? He'll be like, how did I end up with my knees by my ears?
How that is actually, I think I had a whole relationship started with gaslighting because I told this guy exactly what I was looking for and he just became that gugue. Like, I like romance. Here's romance. I like food. Here's food. And, you know, everything. And then after like 2, 3, 4 months, you invested because you think, okay, I've met and then he started to show his colors. And I'm like, but this is not. And a lot of times women give guys the tools to manipulate them.
But isn't that the way things work though at the beginning of a relationship? I mean, you're being gaslit. Everybody gaslights at the beginning of a relationship, and in that respect, I mean, because they want to seem, you know, appealing to you.
I think in the past I could have agreed with that, but I realized like it don't last because it starts on a facade and then
never lasts.
It can't oppose. So for me now, I don't have it in me to give, like, yes, I want you to like me, but not like me at the cost of me being somebody totally different from who I am.
I just want to really point out, I don't think somebody is gaslighting somebody at the beginning of the relationship. We have to keep in mind that the definition of gaslighting is an intentional emotional abuse that someone uses to manipulate someone.
So with respect to what Neicy just said, because I mean it wouldn't be the same in every relationship, but based on what she just said specifically, how the guy became everything that she voiced that she wanted in a man, but it was not necessarily him. How do we now know that he wasn't doing that in an attempt to reel her in, and then when his true self came out, you know what I'm saying? So it could be it. I'm saying, I'm not saying that everybody gaslights at the beginning.
Can I offer some advice?
Repeat that, Dennis?
Can I offer some advice?
Sure.
Let me say this, right? If you're going to buy a car, you're going to test drive the car, right? Very seldom you'll find somebody who will just say, you know what, I like that car, I like the color, let me just buy the car. Who buys cars like that? Women. But anyhow, the point is,
just
a lot of the time, women get themselves into very complicated relationships without doing the due diligence. If I were to test, if I were to develop a nuclear bomb,
but listen, Dennis,
no. It's yes, I'm saying, if I were to develop a nuclear bomb, I would test it. Right?
Yeah.
There are different systems in there, and if any one of those systems fail, the whole thing fail, and it could blow up in my face. When you have a relationship, most of what you see is a presentation of that person's projection of their best self.
Yes.
So they're not going to be that person every day.
Yeah.
But how do you know what is their worst self? And how do you know that, you know what? I could accept that. You test it. You want to know if you go on horn? Hire someone, your skanky friends, and say, hey, yo, here's what you see.
Oh, my gosh.
Put a test out there. Put on some clothes, bend over, and see what you see.
It's a lot of effort. And you know what? At the end of the day, you can't really control how somebody's going to behave. If they're going to do that, it will eventually come out. You know, and it's up to you now to say, you know what? I'm a bounce. there's always a way out. I always believe that. You know what I mean? You made the choice to be with this person. Red flags, green flags, whatever the case may be. And if it is one thing I could say for sure with somebody who's pretending to be somebody that they're not, their true colors will always come out, because it's hard to maintain that kind of. Yeah,
they don't have that discipline. Like that serial killer and cycle. That is a different level of discipline. But what I would say though, what has helped me a lot, I know what I'm looking for. I don't say what I'm looking for. So when I see it, that's between me and me.
That's right.
And you don't even know you're doing stuff that I'm looking for.
Indeed.
But from the moment you tell them, all of a sudden they was doing it once, now it becomes an everyday. It's just unnecessary. So not giving the information and just knowing thyself. And as I said, like, if I'm getting to know you, I'm observing, I'm paying attention to certain things, and stuff would stand out. If you don't know what to do, I didn't give you the guidelines, you're gonna have to lead with what you know.
That's right.
You know? So yeah.
Kate, anything you wanna wrap before we let Dennis go?
Not particularly on what Dennis is saying. I have other things, but
Dennis, you're cracking up.
Yeah, I realized that. I was not going to tell you. I've seen the show growing and building, so continue doing that, ladies. But I had to go and find some work.
Thank you.
So y'all take care.
Look out for our broadcast. We have we're broadcasting from Nadia Batson's fete tomorrow night, and Army fete on Friday night. So you can look out for our broadcast for the next 2 days. All right? O.U.R. Radio will be there. Yes. Yeah. You can look out for us. You can look out for Truth Talk No Lie. All right? So we'll see you. Thank you.
Bye, Dennis.
I think you're going already.
Okay.
All
right,
Katie
guys.
had some stuff to drop. Some gems.
If you just put a stick, a pin. If you're just joining us, guys, we are talking about gaslighting. Are you guilty of gaslighting? We're not gonna be victims today. We want to know if we are the perpetrators. Are you guilty of it? Can you think of any point in time where you have gaslit someone? Let us know. Call us just like Dennis did, 466-4OUR or 466-4687. And remember to like the live. Like it, please. Press the button. It doesn't take long. All right, like up the live so that the more the merrier can come on. All right, we have people in the chat rooms there, but let's hear from Katie first.
Okay, go through.
I just want to put another perspective that we've obviously been speaking on relationships, not just romantic, platonic as well. But there's actually two types of gaslighting. There's intimate and then there's tribal.
Talk to us.
So intimate would be between obviously you, me, one-on-one person, right? Tribal is when it's a group of people. So you don't even have to be in a romantic space. It could be work. So let's just say you got a new job and you're like, well, this boss is really, for lack of a better word, mean. And you go to a coworker or some coworkers, and you're like, hey, this is my experience with this boss. And they said, oh, well, that's just Bob, but Bob gets the job done. That is a form of gaslighting.
Really?
Because they're invalidating your experience with Bob.
And they're excusing Bob's shitty behavior just because he gets the job done.
Which is not the case. It could also be, let's just say you having issues with your significant other, and you go to your family and you're like, I'm having these issues with this person, but this person has always been nice to the family, showing face.
Yes.
And they're like, yeah, no, don't take it on, because he treats us, the whole family, well. The whole family is now telling you no, and now you are sitting down there going, well, maybe I am.
Yeah, you're questioning your
own
self,
like maybe I'm making this a bigger deal in both settings, in both the family with your significant other and the boss as well. Well, Bob gets 10,000 worth in sales every week, so maybe I should just take the meanness and shut up.
This is giving me pause to think, ladies.
You know what I just got from what you... No, you're going to say
Go ahead.
Yeah, what I just got from what Katie was saying, and I realized I had an employee, a client. You said gaslight the hell out of me, and she still does. Because, I'm realizing that, and what I also, it's 2 points I want to make. So the first one, let me give this little story where, like, say for instance, you hire me as your social media person. We have our designated days of me posting, and then she would just come out of those days that is not her days, right? And
triggering.
ask me to like post something, and I would try to communicate. it have the cases where an emergency happen and you need to get something up, no problem, but it can't be a everyday thing if you're not paying for it,
Right.
right? And then she'll be like, you know, you're awesome, you do artwork really well, and you get like the whole string of compliments down the road, like, like I'm not that good of a graphic artist. Susan, she name is not Susan, we just say Susan for the sake of conversation, right? So like after a while, like the compliments not even making sense, because I realized like the compliments just coming only when you need me to do something outside of. And after a while, I just would be like, thanks, but no. Like, thanks for the compliment, but no. And then I just realized the compliments stop. Like when she stopped getting her way, the compliments just stop. And I'm like, interesting. So I wanted to tie that to this observation. I think gaslighting is also associated to where people pull on insecurities, or for instance, like if your thing is validation and people like figure that out about you, they use that as a you know, like
manipulation tactic.
Exactly. So for me, like I know I do good work, but I don't need to hear it unnecessarily. Like I know when I sit down to do my social media work, it's good. I put my best foot forward. So you can't use the compliments and telling me the same thing that I already know as a form of getting me to do what you need. So just wanted to highlight that.
Right.
Susan.
Dear Susan.
And with regard to the Bob example, right? Bob is what Bob does?
Bob is mean, but he gets
Bob is
the job
mean,
done.
but he gets the job done. I am Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Today's about self-introspection, right?
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Nice to meet you.
I was the one that was complaining about Bob.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
I don't give you fake compliments, Miss Neicy.
No, not Bob.
Not that. No, not Bob. Susan is the one that.
I am Bob.
Susan.
You know why
I'm job done, but Susan is mean.
No, I am Bob. I am not Susan. Susan is fake.
Right, Susan is fake.
Yes.
Bob is mean, but gets the job done. Okay.
Right, I am Bob.
Team lets Bob be mean.
And I will tell you how I am Bob, because I push them girls like nothing else. Yes, you could attest to that, niece. I'm hard on the girls. I'm hard on DC. I'm hard on Shawna.
But it's gaslighting if Neicy were to come to Shawna and I and say, you know, I've had this horrible experience with Krystal, and Shawna and I go to Neicy and said, Neicy, you really, I don't think that is how Krystal is, but you know what, she gets the job done. That is tribal gaslighting between Shawna, myself, and Neicy. Tribal is a group of people making one person feel that they're reality.
But I'm saying I'm Bob because I would be like, yeah, pushing you. Because that's what gets it done. Yeah.
But I don't think you're mean.
But I don't think I'm not mean.
But I get it.
Yes. So I'm Bob in a sense, not minus the meanness. I mean, aggression may come out. But it's not, how to put it, malicious or, you know, it's not intentional to be mean. But when I push them, and they're like, okay, Krystal, you're pushing us. And I'm pushing and Krystal, you're pushing us. I had to push on you. Because that's what gets the job done. Yeah, I'm Bob.
I beg to differ, but continue.
How you beg to differ?
I just think like if you think that is how the only way to get the job done,
one of.
Like if that is your approach and you've probably experienced, okay, this is what I've done, this is what I've done in the past, and this has always got the job.
Nah.
You know, so sometimes when you approach people with that umbrella of this is the only way, and it has so many ways of getting something done.
So at which point you beg to differ? Because you know it's never been my way or the highway. I'm always open to the girls' opinion and stuff. So when you say you beg to differ, where do you beg to differ?
I think this is a safe space.
Island girl talk therapy session. Let me get a candle. Hold on.
I think, and this has been my experience of Chris in the past. Chris is not a my way or the highway person.
No, she's not.
But Chris is let me start on the highway, and if you don't like it, maybe we could go on the track.
Yeah. You start high first.
So it's like you don't even want to go on the highway, but Chris is like,
no,
well,
we're
try the highway.
We want to go on the stratosphere.
If you drive for like a little bit and you really, really don't like the highway,
we'll take the shoulder.
We go take the main road. But Chris, I don't want to go on the highway.
I don't even want to start on the highway. I want to start in the stratosphere.
I want to take a spaceship. that is where I disagree.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, you would give in, but the giving comes after the, let me try this.
Yeah.
let me at least
we gotta go high
from a place of yes.
And then,
And the thought process behind that too is mainly go as high as you can possibly go. And if it don't work in the stratosphere, well then we will land somewhere among an airplane or a blimp.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
A blimp.
You know what I mean?
I see it shown in the
So even if we don't like succeed on the stratosphere level just yet, we will still land somewhere that is still high. So I like to just go for that one time. Yeah, that's kind of how it is. Yeah.
I'm being gaslit.
Da, da, da. Let's see what the people in chat room say now.
Definitely.
Okay, so where are we?
I think we was after Cindy when she was saying awesome topic. That was where you left off.
Right. So Adina, she said some things, and okay, so Gina said something. No, Cindy was like, awesome topic indeed. Oh, she said, I saw the topic today. Adina said, I saw the topic today. And I was like, I need to listen because I might need to hear this. Now you all are speaking to me and educating me here. Well, I'm glad that you guys are liking today's topic. Cindy goes on to say, awesome topic indeed. Manipulation is also involved. Then Gina Chen says, are you an a-hole if you know that you are being gaslit and still play along with it? I feel like, she says, and that's interesting, she said, I feel like that is how you see who is who and what is what. You know what I mean? And that's interesting. I feel like I've done that. Like,
done that.
You watch somebody feel like they have one up on you, but you don't
That's
let
actually
them
you're
let
supposed
on.
to respond. You stay quiet.
Yeah. So Gina then she laughs, and then Fire Wolfman says, so Gina, are you a gaslighter being gaslit? Twilight Zone kind of thing. And then Shawna is like, hi ladies.
Hey, Shawna.
Hi Shawns.
I have been guilty of that, knowing somebody's trying to manipulate me and just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, I play along.
And that's not being guilty of that. That's how you're supposed to respond.
I play along because I want to see how far this person is willing to go. Like how far the manipulation tactic is with you.
I love being underestimated, and I like keep it that way.
Like when Susan.
Yeah. Who is this Susan?
It's a very interesting client.
Susan is quite fake.
And the thing is, normally me keeping her as a client has been an intentional move, because normally I have really wonderful
Is she listening
clients.
to this?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have really, really wonderful clients. Like I try to keep my space wherever I'm operating and functioning peaceful. So if I realize like it's a problematic thing, I mightn't even blame you. Sometimes you're just not a good fit on both sides. And I would just like, one of these things just doesn't belong and remove thyself. But with this particular client, like, I tried to remove her and she just didn't take the hint. But I really like doing her page because she has a really awesome business idea. And I'm like, okay, what could I learn here? Because I'm learning how to deal with people of this nature. Before I would just remove myself or remove the person. But that's not going to teach me anything in the world. Like in my personal space, I'm not going to have a person like that. You understand? But in the world, you don't get to decide who you have to deal with. Sometimes the heads of companies that you have to work with are like this. Sometimes the place that you might like, your favorite meal, it might, you understand what I'm saying? So I don't get to like just want to pick people out and throw them out of the world. So I'm like, okay, let me sit in this and figure out how to deal with it. How to grow, how to learn tools to deal with a person like this. And the biggest thing that came out of that was boundaries. Like saying no and letting my no be no, even if she's upset. She even went as far as a time to tell me, you're mean. You don't even check in on me. And I'm like, in my brain, this is me. We aren't friends though. Like this is a work relationship. Like why do I need to check in on you? We aren't friends. Like you pay for a service, I do the service, I be as polite as I need to, but I communicate when I need to, but outside of that I don't need to check on you. And I'm like, okay, cool, well Monday for our weekly meeting. Where you want me to go with this?
Monday.
Yeah, so it has been a very interesting situation. And she's very, very manipulative.
Yeah.
Very. And I realize it's not even a personalized thing at me. This is how she deal with people in her space. Like when she wants to get something out of them, she deals with them like that. So I can't even take it personal, but it's very interesting. Like really interesting
indeed. All right, guys, we had to start wrapping up because we have our guest waiting patiently online for us, the lovely Tamika Marshall. Right? But I just before we go, I want to just touch on a couple phrases that might sound familiar, that might let you all know if you all are gaslighters or not. I had a story, you know. I wonder if I should tell that story, boys.
Story
People to watch me funny, you know.
Time for Krystal to tell.
I want to go through the typical phrases. So if you know you're a gaslighter, right? Things like this. This is like if you're a parent. Have you ever told your child when they tell you they're hungry? You're not hungry, you just ate. You're not hungry, you just ate. How you go tell the child they're not hungry? The child has a fast metabolism. The food done burn up already in their gut. They want more food.
They probably didn't even feel full with the meal.
With the food that you gave them.
Or the other way around.
You know, that is a typical thing that parents do. If you know that you did that to your child, check yourself before you wreck yourself
the flip
and your
side
child.
Of that is when they say, eat out all of that, my children in Africa starving.
Oh, boy, I used to get... my grandmother used to tell me that, and I'd be like, so if I eat the foods, one of the
Africa.
No, what I was thinking, because I was like 5, 6. I was like, so if I eat the food, one child in Africa belly will magically become full. That's what I was thinking, because it didn't make sense to me. How else would it matter if I eat the food? You know,
I took that into my adulthood. Like I felt bad for, like wasting food? Like wasting food.
Yeah.
Like I would feel guilty to feel full and say, okay, I had enough. Like I can't waste food. I had to unlearn that.
Yeah. Another one in relationships. I only did it because I love you. That's another gaslighting phrase.
Love me less. How about you love me a little less?
I only did it. Run week.
Or I didn't tell you the truth because I know it would have hurt. How about not do the thing that you had to lie about?
Yes. Like I would tell guys said run. I will run.
Yeah.
My running shoes always on, right?
We have to work on that.
Yeah. Another one. Tell me if you all ever hear this. I know I have. I'm not cheating. You're just paranoid. Just trying to pulling down the place, but Chris. That was a bit much for you, but this is a big woman show. Okay.
Chris, that was a personal experience.
No, but I tell it all, yeah.
You got a little passionate there. We listen.
I'm not cheating, you're just paranoid. I mean, we've all heard it. We've all been there. All right? I've even said it.
Is this part of the story time?
True. It was true, though. I was not cheating at the time. All right? Here's another one. Here's some psycho stuff that I've definitely heard this one.
You hear logic? That's logical thinking, Dennis.
Stop it. Here's the other one. No one will ever love you but me. Ooh. That's some lifetime movie shit right there.
That is some deep wounded kind of.
Oh yeah, read this one. You made me do this. That's the abusive relationship.
How I feel like we just enter lifetime.
Yeah.
You're too sensitive is another one.
Yes,
I've heard that from friends, from romantic interests. Like, I at one point I started to believe maybe I am too sensitive until I obviously started doing the work and I realized.
No, they're just insensitive. Yeah. That's really what it is.
And I think sometimes that works in the opposite because, like, if you hear somebody telling you something like that for long enough, you start to absorb it. So now you reach in a healthy space where they don't see it like that, but you see yourself like that and projecting it onto them.
You're triggering me today, Neicy.
Come, Chris, come.
Neicy. Yeah, no.
No, I don't want islandgirl therapy.
I've been in a relationship where I was lied to so much that I always think people lying to me, like in like guys. And then when I started to date my new guy, like he's a very honest person because things that sometimes like I would ask him a question and dude, you don't have to be that honest. Like you don't have to be that honest. And he would just say the truth, like whatever it is, he has no filter. And because I'm accustomed being lied to, like sometimes hearing blunt honesty like that feels me like it mean. But no, you're accustomed when people telling you what you want to hear. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
I'm experiencing this. I know we're talking from a first person a first person perspective today, but I want to this is something I'm experiencing now from others. You see, when you are one way and you know yourself to be one way and people know you to be this, you are ABC, but somebody thinks and believes and wants you to be XYZ so bad, and they start perpetuating this on you and telling other people that you are XYZ, talking to your face and talking to you as though you are type XYZ, when you have known yourself to be ABC your entire life, right? And everyone in your circle knows you to be ABC. But this person comes and is saying, no, she's XYZ. She's XYZ. She's not ABC. She's XYZ. And you're now in a position trying to convince everyone that you are really ABC, your organic state of being, right? And they treat you like you're XYZ, right? They everything they do is how they would treat with an XYZ person. I am literally experiencing this in my life right now from people extremely close to me, and it is most upsetting. Most upsetting.
I don't know why when you explain that, I'm wondering, why are you trying to convince them?
It's beyond people sometimes. That's why.
Because hearing that, I would just be like I have family members that I'm not that close with, and all of us grew up close, but I'm not close with this particular person because of the same thing. Like the way that they interact with me, the way that they treat me, it makes me question me, and I don't like that feeling.
You start feeling. I start like, am I really XYZ? But I'm not XYZ.
To the room, I'm trying to understand it. So I realized this is the only place I experienced that. Everybody else can't be wrong. So my thing was, I'm just not gonna deal with this person.
That's it. Because when you start going in your other circles, and like I deal with y'all regularly. You know, we spent the last year together. I've seen you and Shawna every week for the last year, and Katie, and then some, right? And I think you'll have a safe perspective of who I am now. You'll probably know me better than some family members right about now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you, with all that you know of me, the good, the bad, the indifferent, the ugly, the XY, the ABC, right? And they come and tell you certain things, you'll be like, nah, not Krystal. Not Krystal. You know what I mean? But for some reason, that XYZ is stuck in their brain and they can't dump it at all. You know?
For me, I just
you gotta just stay away.
I created boundaries because I realized, like, you make up your mind that this is who I am, and I'm not here to change your perspective. And I can't change what's going on there. And I also realized that you do the same with other people, because we would be gelling across here, but you are the X out, right? It's not my job to fix you.
No.
But what I would do is create boundaries that I'm open to having a relationship with you, because I do love you, I do care about you, but it's gonna take work for you to enter this room. I'm not leaving the room to come meet you there. You know? And I noticed the person has started, make little changes, and it's nice. Good. But at the same time, the room is still over here. It's gonna take more to enter the room, and not just visit, but to stay in the room. You know, so it is what it is.
So I want to wrap with this, because I know the discussion was we were going to share some of our own gaslighting stories where we ourselves gaslit someone. And like we said, we all about keeping it real on Island Girl Talk, and we had to learn to be vulnerable at times. So I don't know if you still want to share, but before we go, because Tamika is waiting.
Okay, cool.
But if you want to do it quick, I'll be as quick as I can. I did gaslight someone, and it's something that it crosses my mind ever so often. In one of this was years ago, people. One of my earlier relationships. Oh gosh, Katie, you really recording me, boy? Nah, Katie, take off that phone.
It's all over the internet currently.
Take off that phone.
They show live though.
Take it off. Yeah, because people will have to go back and scroll for this if they need to find it.
And then you put a little
Katie,
teaser.
what you go and do with that?
Look at it and be like, oh, this is my friend.
Hell no,
Krystal.
take that off, please. Only Katie is recording me. No, we ain't playing that.
She's being recorded live.
Not live.
You are not recording me there to use on social. Take it off,
I can literally go.
It off.
I can literally go.
And
Ole
screenshot
him
it.
a little vulnerable moment. I now go and tell the people how Ole Gill was one terrorist, and you want to record that? Not at all. All right, so your girl was a terrorist. You see how I cannot take these people?
Okay, go ahead.
Katie, you cross it over to the dark side. Don't let me see.
Oh, it's
Wait, why Neicy is the point for the dark
reference?
You know, the point of reference for the dark side.
Oh! Just gets it.
You cross it over.
Oh, listen. So many meanings. All you need to stop. Just
All right,
stop. Let me tell
continue,
a story, please.
I get my porridge. Courtesy my father.
Cheese and rice. Okay.
Cheese.
Guys, this is back in the day when I don't tell you my damn story again.
Tell it.
Tell
us about you being a terrorist of gaslighter. She wrote the book on it. You guys continue.
No, I didn't.
Okay, continue.
We're listening. I want to hear the story.
I can't take all it today.
I want to hear the story you've been telling.
Today is about sharing how you yourself has been guilty of gaslighting and staying true to the topic and not veering like Olia. I will share my own personal story that comes to mind.
Go through.
This was a relationship that was just a long time ago, one of my earlier relationships, and I am guilty of it. And I think about it sometimes. I was like, Krystal, you were a terrorist. This was my terrorist days. That's why I don't tell people anything when they say the only red good thing is $1, because I sure when they're talking about red woman, it's me they're talking about. So I can't even
It
front.
has fallen. She got it on steady.
I will own it. But this, I'm not like that now. But this was it. So, you know, your girl was in a relationship, and there was always this one person who I had always liked since childhood. And, you know, that one person you just can't shirk no matter what. And I had my boyfriend, but I had my little...
the boyfriend wasn't the person that you can't... Oh,
no.
Got it.
Okay.
So I had a childhood crush.
Got it.
And this childhood crush was always there, regardless of who I was in a relationship with. So anyway, my BF came and caught us making out. Heavy petting and such. Making out. A lot.
She real stressing
And watched us for quite a few minutes.
Watched?
Yeah, man. Watched us.
That's a...
And then and when he'd had enough,
Yeah, I need a little more context and watched.
I guess he wanted to, prove that he was seeing what he was seeing. Thank God there was no social media back then, bro.
He would have been
World star.
What? MYOB, boy. Trinidad is not a real place. You see, red woman again, all that. So,
Just that'd be out and bad.
my boy comes, Krystal, how you can do this to me? Bacchanal drama. And my friend and I looked at each other and I was like, just go. And he walked away. He went his way. And then the boyfriend was like, how could you? And I was like, how could I what? With a straight face. I told you all I was a terrorist. I didn't even know
Red woman again.
I didn't even know it was called gaslighting at the time,
Your eyes over me.
Yeah. He's like, how could you? I was like, how could I what?
Red woman again.
I just saw you kissing such and such. How could you do that to me? And I was like, kissing who? Like literally. He was like, are you serious? You serious? I was like, what are you talking about? I just came here. I literally listen to me, guys. I did not bat an eye. I didn't even laugh. I didn't even pretend like I was guilty. All right. No.
To this day?
Dead ass. To this day, I never ever admitted that I did it.
One question.
And we became friends after, for a while. Yeah. And to this day, if it ever comes up, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Dead ass.
Chris.
I want you all to get the gist of this. Like,
I love you, Chris.
I'm sure he's watching
this.
This guy probably questioned his entire existence from that moment till now, Chris.
Guys, it's not even funny. Stop making me laugh.
You need to repent.
I did repent.
And ask for forgiveness from him.
I forgave myself.
Did she forgive yourself?
After I asked God for forgiveness, I forgave myself very bad. But I just couldn't bring myself.
You need to make restitution with him.
You know what it was? I just couldn't bring myself to own it. And I think you might reword what you're saying if I told you who it was. So yeah, never admitted. Never admitted it.
I don't think I would, because it's still responsible for you.
Never admitted
regardless
it.
of who the person is.
Never admitted it earlier.
That's very true. That's a good one.
Yeah. That must have been torture.
Wow.
Yes.
That must have been
Must
torture.
have been, that is torture.
I tell you. Straight face. What are you talking about? That never happened. What, are you mad? Did you dream this? Like, that, I never did that. Can we just move on, please? Because that never happened.
You didn't even flip it and be like, how dare you accuse me?
Yeah, all that jazz.
Oh my gosh.
That is literal textbook definition of
you guys. In my defense, I was only around 21.
That's only enough.
on the age.
I was very immature.
You're big in your sense.
I was very immature, emotionally unintelligent, not aware in the least. All right, trust and believe. Yeah.
Wow, Krystal.
Nah,
I think that is the biggest gaslight I've ever gaslit someone. Yeah.
I've always been a sucker for love, so I.
Oh, little pong me too much in our chat room, please and thanks. I beg.
Yes, we all make mistakes.
It was a long time ago. Please.
I've always been a sucker for love, so I wouldn't do something to that extreme. But I think I did talk about creating like a Facebook profile to catch my boyfriend cheating after I knew he was cheating. Just to kind of catch him in the act, so I have the proof to say, well,
that's not gaslighting.
But I was thinking that the only thing that comes into brain, my brain,
that's just stalker shit though.
No, like I knew he was on some nonsense, and I didn't have proof.
That's actually you being gaslit and you looking through the records to prove
right.
him
So
wrong.
that, like, when I'm thinking about stories, as Chris said, if you have any stories, the only thing that ever like come to mind is that. That was the only thing.
I think you gaslight, but you did it. It's very minor. It's minor things. I felt gaslighted by you in the past.
You?
Yeah.
What did I do?
I can't remember, but I do remember feeling she know better than this. She know what she doing. But
I think you've said that. Like when I'm in the middle of it, whatever it was, she would be like, "But Neicy, you know better."
Yeah.
But I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it's minor though. That's what I said. Like she's done it. I'm pretty sure she's done it, but it's not. It's negligible. It's all negligible.
I don't think I've ever
We have to bring Tamika on. Go ahead. No, go on, Katie. I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever gaslit in that form, but definitely I've done the purposely move something off of kicks and be like, no, I don't know where it is. Like, I don't know where it is.
So I is the villain. I is the drama.
We never said that.
I think what stood out to me is the as I mentioned earlier on, like not being able to put myself in people's stuff if I can't relate. Like, what are you talking about? Like that makes no sense. But the compassion has helped me with that. Like even if I don't relate or understand, that is your experience and I have to respect it.
I had to stop sharing on this show. Yes, that's my takeaway for today.
We've had a lot of topics where not everybody could fall directly in the same garden, but
like
this one is just not one of it directly for me.
Yeah,
but I've been guilty of other things.
We have MYOB right here in this room, Malik done gone and record this ago. Next thing you see it up on MYOB later. You see Red Woman
people sign NDAs coming into this room, man.
Right? As the new face of the terrible Red Woman.
Red Woman Society.
Let's see what the chat room is saying, and then we'll go straight to Tamika. She's been waiting patiently. Tamika, my love, we apologize. We started a bit late today, and she's there waiting. I've been talking to her. She'll go in shortly.
Chris gaslighting us.
Right?
I'm not there.
So she just texted me, I'm here. Tamika. Yes, but she'll come on when I tell her to come on. Yeah, almost ready. Let me text her and say we're almost ready.
Elevator music.
She's so patient. All right, let me just finish the chat room and then we'll go to commercial and come back with Tamika. So, we have Lendl saying, hey, I experienced also with a woman on a job. I was due for a promotion and manipulated the boss. She manipulated the boss that I was getting it. She said that she loves me and my time will come.
What?
So basically she wanted to get the promotion or the raise or whatever it is, and she manipulated the boss into giving it to her and then told the boss that his time will come. Well, yes. We have Pro Mag Media sending his love. We have Gina Chin saying, no, Firewolfman. I just feel like it's more effective when you play along when the gaslighter thinks that they are winning. And then, boom. Oh, you thought you had me? You thought I was feeling you? Huh? You know what I'm saying? You thought you had me? And then
You
she
thought.
says, which laugh?
Exes.
And she says, game over.
He knows what buttons.
Yeah.
Who's this?
No, it's ex. The same ex that cheated.
Oh, the
like,
ex.
He is a gaslighter, but I don't think he's even aware that that is what he does.
Oh, gosh.
I have so many stories of people actually gaslighting me.
Oh, dear.
We have D Nick Lord saying, hey. And then Fire Wolfman saying, nah, Chris, Red Woman again. Okay, all right, whatever. And then D Nick Lord says, oh, you're too wicked. Oh, you're too wicked. Ananias, where you send this link? Tamika is waiting for it.
But what I would say, Chris,
In my WhatsApp, I don't have anything from you, my lovely. Hold on, let me. From the O.U.R. Oh, can you please forward it to mine so I could send it to Meeks?
from the O.U.R. phone.
Oh, from the O.U.R. phone. I get it now.
She got it.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, let me gaslight Chris.
Talk to me.
So, Chris,
I'm ready
what
to
I
be
would say
gaslit.
though, like you sharing your stories has like been very therapeutic. Not just like for you experiencing it, but also like that willingness to be transparent and vulnerable.
So you say you let me gas.
just
You,
you got-
you preface that with let me gas.
It was a
like
joke.
Chris. So that mean you're lying to me then?
No, it was a joke.
You don't.
Because Chris is a person. Chris could be very like I'm not gonna share that. I'm not gonna.
I think I share more than you all know. You
No,
know
but
who's
that's
like that? Sean.
because you always say you're not going to, and then before
And then I
the topic
share.
of the day done, I have something to say.
That's you too, you know these. These will be like, I'm not going to say anything. And then by the end, she's like, ah. And then the next thing that happened was this. And then that. And I'm just like, yes, Neicy, cry.
Because tears is money.
Tears is money.
Chris, I was trying to pimp out my tears.
And food.
Indeed. Yeah. Well, this is the space we create for our people. It's Island Girl
So, yeah.
Talk. We talk about whatever. And we're willing to, you know.
But I've always been transparent. I think
this is true. I believe that.
Yeah, I've always been an open book. I think now I just talk from a place of what I've learned, you know, and kind of try to like give that side of things instead of like something. Because it's hard to talk about things when you're still learning it.
Indeed.
It's hard to talk about certain things when that it's still, you know.
Inside. All right, guys. I think it's time for us to go to a quick commercial, and then when we get back, we'll have the lovely Tamika Marshall with us. Okay, but guys, we want to thank you. This was topic of the day with your favorite Island Girls. All right, are you a gaslighter? Well, if you missed the talk today, just go back and watch it. We have playback. Remember to like the live. Press the like button, please. Please, and thank you, y'all. Let me see how much we have there. Oh, gosh, boy. All you like the live for me, please.
Like.
Why all you so? We have people talking and chatting with us. Everybody who's on this chat now, please just click a little like button for us. Thank you. And
We're trying
please.
to hit 20.
Yes, indeed.
The first person to hit 20 getting us to say hi.
Indeed. So, guys, we're going to
Been
wrap
saying
topic
hi.
of the day, but we have more show for you. We have Tamika Marshall up, looking nicer. She looking nicer, y'all. Look her face. Oh, gosh. We're going to go to commercial,
gorge.
and then we'll come back with the lovely Tamika Marshall. Keep it locked right here on O.U.R. Radio.
And then I send you something in your chat.
She looks like Ashley Cott.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
The hardest fet in Carnival returns. The Guinness Army Fair. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha.
Hall of Fame, soca Hall of Fame.
Nadia Betson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy.
Flowing like water. With your bumper.
Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Silent Vikings featuring Faye and Lions and Bungie Garden.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with
Step will be water mix up in beer. We jump in there. Nyla Blackman, Skinny Fabulous.
Today I go jump like I never jump, wave like I never wave.
And many, many more. The Guinness Army Fed, Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fed is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a men's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari, Blue Waters. Digicel, we in everything carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. The Guinness Army Fed. Your Fed, my Fed. Still the safest Fed in carnival.
Oh Lord. Hey Nyla! Hey Nyla! You want trouble? You want trouble? You ask for trouble, you go get some trouble here now, you know?
Yeah.
You go get some trouble here, you know?
Everybody want party. What is this? Gal and nasty. Push to the edge. You only get one chance. Any people them fit. Somebody say rain falling. All the gal them wet. Watch your body go. Bum, 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 bum. Technique, fling it up and down go. Bum, 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 bum. Technique, make the man them dumb. Tick like snicker, stripe like tigger. Pull them, trigger them dead. Shut my liquor, sweet not better.
Sweet girl, what you hide is what I see. Then go lay girl, real but free. I like girls to show technique. Your butt left me weak. Wax on of the technique. Hard body bomb so feel night beer sweet. You rage like Croft. Bang your butt like you know start to cough. Saturday night, no lamp on the flight. Tired of shape, but bossy go rage. Bossy went cold blend. Watch the bumper go bup. Come girl tag just bumper went bup. Come sweet girl tag these just
bum 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 bum. Technique, fling it up and down go. Bum 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 bum. Technique, make the man them dumb. Tick like snicker, stripe like tigger. Pull them, trigger them dead. Shut my liquor, sweet not better. Low leg, go to your head.
You take a time when you bum bum bum. Me say bum 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 bum. You take a time when me say bum 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 bum. Bam bam, girl, roll your bottom.
Bam bam.
Tight dress on uniform. Tick tock on the thing, girl perform. Tell your man say you better keep calm.
Calm down now, darling. Don't lose no time, no stalling. I need that bumper jumping. Cause you like them chick like dumpling.
I love it when you're shaking it. Pick up your mother for making it. Vibrate till it breaking it. Hot girl city no faking
Watch
it.
your body go. Bum 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 bum. Technique, fling it up and down go. Bum 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 bum. Technique, make the man them dumb. Tick like snicker, stripe like tigger. Pull them, trigger them dead. Shut my liquor, sweet not better. Don't let go to your head.
Boom tit boom tit boom tit. Iron Man, I'm the Iron Man. Tag this Iron gal, cold blend. Oh shit.
You take a time when you bum bum bum. Me say bum 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 bum. You take a time when me say bum 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 bum. You take a time when me say bum 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 bum. You take a time when me say bum 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 bum.
I'm doing good. I would like to have a special. I see y'all have some special here, but I want a special chicken curry.
Well, you could have anything, but unfortunately, you can only have curry chicken.
Wait, so anything is anything. I want a chicken curry. Where I'm from, that's what we say. Chicken curry. You can switch this round.
All right, anything for you.
Thank you.
Anything you want, anything you want. Jambe all you want, jambe all you want. Jambe on up on my bumper. Boy, take what you want. Anything you want, anything you want. Jambe all you want, jambe all you want. Jambe on up on my bumper. Boy, take what you want. Keep giving me, give me your, give me your love. Keep giving me, give me your, give me your love. Keep giving me, give me your, give me your love. Keep giving me, give me your. You know exactly what you're doing, and like you're doing it for spite, yeah. Darling, you know, just have to please me, cause you know the things I like. Ooh, you know I speed it up. You know when you have to beat it up.
all right. We are back with more Island Girl Talk. Finally, welcome to our Island Girl Spotlight segment, and of course, guys, we have none other than the beautiful, the talented, the multifaceted, the tenacious, I like that word, but this is what she is, the crazy creative Tamika Marshall. Tamika, big up yourself.
All the way from
Guyana. That's the most beautiful woman in Guyana, you know.
Yeah, she pretty.
I say so. Tamika, we're not hearing you, babe. Put on your mic, lovely. Oh, she gone. Yeah. All right. While we're waiting for Tamika, we're going to read a little something for you, Neicy. Take it away.
I'm gonna take it away. Okay, so, you guys, you have to be living under a rock if you haven't experienced Stag Stage.
That's
is
right.
back for Carnival 2023.
Indeed.
And this Thursday, we head to the Lazy Lizard in Chagonas from 8 p.m. Come home to the Stag Stage and party in the engine room. Free entry and Stag specials all night long with massive performances by none other than Ula Tunji, Viking Ding Dong, Mikal Tesha, and Colonel Roberts. And
That's a nice
guess
lineup.
who will be hosting it? Who? One and only Akeem and Jaiga. They will be in the
don't make
building.
joke.
So definitely head to the Stag Stage this Thursday at Lazy Lizard in Chagonas from 8 p.m. It's free and they have Stag specials all night long.
Can't go wrong with that, man.
Can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong. Do we have Tamika back? Guys, if y'all... Tamika, turn your mic on, babe. Yeah, we're not hearing her. Guys, and if you're wondering where Katie went, Katie had an engagement, an appointment, so she had to dig out really quickly. So she sends her love.
Katie gone.
She's... Neicy, I can't take you. She's like, Katie gone. All right, Tamika, can you hear us?
Testing.
I'm hearing you. Can you hear me?
Finally.
Okay, we're good now.
Right.
Lord of mercy.
It's the accent though. I can never get over this guy and his accent, you know.
Yes,
And
yes.
I don't feel like I have a strong Guyanese accent, you know. I feel like I really try to speak like just English.
It is so recognizable, you know, but it's lovely. It sounds pretty. It sounds pretty. Maybe it's her own,
her own
I don't know if that's a good
unique
thing or not.
accent.
She has a pretty accent.
Yes, indeed. You know, like how we talk Trini, but then when Wendy Fitzwilliams gets on a stage, she's like, I'm all about the party, and I'm a Trini, and I know how to party, because I'm Wendy Fitzwilliams. And everybody's just like, oh,
it never sounds so good. Yeah.
Indeed. So that is kind of like, you're like the Wendy Fitzwilliams of Guyana.
Hey, I'll take it.
You know? Darling, how you going?
I am doing well. I just got back home a few days ago. So I'm still
You
kind of
left already?
She left us.
You left
Are you
already?
coming back?
No, but I might be coming back before the season is out.
Might? What's that word,
Yeah,
might?
I'm still working out the details.
Might
but
nothing.
I might be back.
We were enjoying seeing you
Yes.
and College Boy Jesse like performing live at every event. So
Indeed.
definitely we love to see you back in Trinidad. That's the kind of finish
I'll
of
be
the whole season with us in right style.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Since I got back home, I played Come Home by Nile and Skinny, and I'm like, oh wait, this is really calling me right now.
Yeah.
I really feel like I need to come back.
Turn that word might into definitely.
Yeah.
No,
All right,
okay.
make it happen.
Definitely that.
We
I'm
have
just sorting out the
taken you
details.
as one of our own. You are now on honorary Trini.
Indeed.
And we don't give out that title to just any and anybody.
Yes.
We
Thank
take
you.
those honorary Trini titles
Seriously. So guys,
Thank
if you're
you. I'll
wondering,
treasure it.
guys, Tamika Marshall is a singer-songwriter all the way from Guyana, right? She's well known for all her musical offerings and is arguably one of the most celebrated female artists in Guyana.
And the Caribbean.
Yes, and the Caribbean.
And the Caribbean.
So yeah, you know what, Tamika, we are not gonna chit-chat too much about it. We're gonna let you tell the people all about your journey and how you came to be known as Tamika Marshall.
Well, I mean, I was given a name from
The
birth.
artist.
I I started singing actually. The very first stage I hit was in high school. I did a high school pageant, and for my talent piece, I sang and won Best Talent. From there, I took part in a countrywide jingle competition by a phone company.
Wow.
I won that, and from there on, it led me to recording my first single. I traveled to Jamaica, did the music video and everything for that. Was based in Jamaica for a number of years. Recording, networking, and that kind of stuff. So in my early releases, a lot of reggae and dancehall stuff. I've throughout my career, I've been blessed to get some really good collaborations, even coming out of Jamaica, like the names of Busy Signal, Left Side. There's a video collaboration with Peter Morgan from Morgan Heritage. There's quite a few, and then I stumbled into soca. And my very first soca song called Whining Pro was a collaboration with Skinny Fabulous. Big up Skinny. I then later got a collaboration with Kess.
Lovely.
And my most recent collaboration right now is with College Boy Jesse, a song called Anything.
So you stumbled into soca. So tell us a little more about that stumble, because it sounded accidentish. And we want to know if it was more,
It's not even an accident. If I'm going to be honest, I started coming Carnival, and then I got addicted. And I'm like, well, I mean, if I'm partying and I'm just spending all this money on Carnival, I feel like I want to hear my music too on the road.
I'd make back some of that money.
Yeah,
indeed.
And then and since then I was interested in soca, and I'm like, I've been wanting to get into it. And then I just happened to be in studio in Barbados that time when Skinny was voicing, and we just there and came up with a chorus, and he was like, and I was singing a chorus, and he was like, yeah, but why you just don't go voice it, And then yes, it's been a little trial and struggle getting into soca because it's not something I was familiar with.
Right.
But I'm here now for good.
Very nice.
I liked how you gave the history, because how I was introduced to you, and I think I told you this at the first love story when we bounced up in the bathroom because I was stalking you. I came across the video that you did with Peter from Morgan Heritage, the Hush song.
Right.
And I was like, who is this pretty girl? Because I was like into music, but not traditionally like soca. So any female artist from the Caribbean that was doing like world genres, I was obsessed. So I started to follow you from since then, and like every release that you drop, every music video, I was like, like that was like how social media was before. You could have followed people, you just stay in tune to everything they're doing.
Yes.
So I was doing that, and then when you started to do soca, I was like, she does everything, because I knew you from like the reggae to the dancehall, and then the kind of like world music, and I was like, so she was kind of like one of the persons I looked up to in the Caribbean, because like yes, Rihanna and they like made it internationally, but that's the kind of see somebody that you felt so connected to, because as much as you would have these big collabs, like it was still Caribbean to me now. Not saying that Rihanna them aren't, but after a while, like when they cross over, you just can't connect the dots anymore to some extent. And I was like, she's still Caribbean, like even the way that she does some music videos and stuff still represents like the island. So when I saw you started to do soca and stuff, and there's like touching base with different artists, especially like the latest song with College Boy Jesse, like one of my favorites, always on repeat. I'm like,
Thank you.
So definitely been a fan.
Indeed.
Your words really mean a lot, and I want to thank you for it. As an artist, it's not, of course, there are people who are fans of the music and so on, and you appreciate that, but not all the time you get to delve into the background of when they were introduced to you, and I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Nice. Tamika, tell us a little bit about your unique sound and what influenced it. Like, I see that you've done a lot of fusions and different genres and that kind of thing. Tell us a bit about your own unique sound and style of music.
Growing up, and even to now, I listen to everything. I think we as Caribbean people, we're kind of just versatile in that sense, because the radio plays everything. We're exposed to everything, And then when I started recording in Jamaica, it's just like, well, it made sense. You're in Jamaica. It's it's the home of reggae, dancehall, ska kind of music. So it was just like that was what was around, But I feel like I'm a chameleon in a sense, and I just like to say that I like music and I really love my culture, my Caribbean culture, and I really want to exude that and represent that. And so for me, it's whatever has a sound that sounds very like island like, Caribbean like. That's something I'm always gonna feel like I'm drawn to. I also really like to mix like Afro sounds. I feel like, of course, us from the Caribbean, we originated from Africa. So these sounds are very familiar with us. As soon as you hear a drum, like, you know, we're ready. So I'm mixed with a bunch of races too. So I feel like for me, it's just a representation of who I am as a person. You know, I'm a blend of all these different things, and that's what I like to represent in my music as well.
So you're a multi-genre artist, or as my friend Cyrilia likes to say, genre bending artist or genre fluid artist.
But you know, I think what I like to say is just a Caribbean artist, because I think that as a Caribbean artist, that represents and that puts a bunch of different genres in a bracket. So we talk reggae, we talk dancehall, we talk soca.
Yeah. I like that. I'm seeing here that you opened for some really big names like Akon and Neo, Trey Songs, even Ashanti, the Malis, and of course, right here home, Machel Montano. Tell us about all of that. I didn't even know you opened for these people. What was the experience, the experiences like?
Well, I've been at this for a little while now, coming out of Guyana. Like whenever the major acts would come to Guyana, I'd be called on to open for them.
Right.
I'd be the artist just before they come on stage. So I guess I've just been lucky in that sense and got a chance to meet some of these great artists. And yeah.
Indeed.
Nice.
Needs anything?
Now I'm a little starstruck.
Tamika, I want to ask you also, like, we just played a couple of your tracks for Carnival, but we want to know what do you have on the horizon? What can we look forward to from Tamika even after the Carnival season? Because you said you might come back. We hope you do. But what can we look forward to from here on out?
Well, I think definitely one of the songs that was dropped for this season, Juicy. I want to look at getting a video done for that. I'm an artist who drops music throughout the year.
Nice.
So, you know, there's a bunch of different carnivals and so on coming up. So definitely want to have some releases in mind for Crop Over, possibly Miami Carnival. Charlie Black's album is coming out. I have a single with him on that.
Nice.
So just continuous music throughout the year. Just keep on pounding music. The people there and they want to hear stuff, and it's just our job as musicians to provide that, you know?
Yes, indeed. I like that. Well, we certainly look forward to hearing all of your upcoming offerings, right? I always enjoy looking at your videos when they come out. It's like, look, my girl, yes. But those of you who don't know,
girl, for a long time.
Tamika and I go way back when Barbados had their very first annual music awards show. I was invited over there to perform, and Tamika was a part of the cast performing, and we stayed at the same hotel, and it was a vibe, and everybody, it was really nice
little girls time.
So it's just nice to see the growth and to see how far you've come.
And you too, my dear.
Oh gosh, thanks.
It's been a pleasure reconnecting.
Thank you. But before we wrap up this interview segments, what advice would you want to give to young ladies like yourself who are coming up in not just the soca industry, but just generally, who would be doing different styles of music as well? What advice can you give to them?
I think just a message just for young girls in general right now. I feel like social media and the age that we're in right now is the teacher of our kids growing up. And I just would like to say to these young girls that you are good enough as you are. Indeed. And you don't need to alter yourself and do all the different modifications and so on. It is really at the same time putting your life under jeopardy, you know?
Yeah.
And it's really not about all this physical.
You can say that again.
And false beauty. I feel like it's way more important to work on yourself and work on your inner beauty. When you see someone sometimes that just have that shine about them, this inner glow, it's one of the most amazing things.
Yes.
And that's what I wish for every young girl out there.
Well said, Tamika.
Definitely.
Well said.
Tell persons how they could connect with you and your music on your socials and stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. It's at Tamika Marshall, Timeka Marshall with 2 L's. Facebook, same thing. YouTube, the Tamika Marshall. All of my music is available on all the streaming platforms you could ever think of. Just search the name Tamika Marshall, and that's gonna come up. I hope you guys follow me, support the music, and enjoy. And thanks for joining me on this journey.
Indeed. Guys, there you have it. Our Island Girls Spotlight, Tamika Marshall. But we ain't done with you yet, sir. You still have more to come. We have our Sip and Spill segment coming up. We didn't prep you for this part, so don't worry. Sip and Spill sponsored to you by Caribbean Tropical Hard Cider, where we sip and we spill according to some crazy questions that Neicy and I will be asking you, trying to put you on the spot. But we put you in what? The hot box. Indeed. But you know what I want to ask her before we go to commercial? You know what today's topic was? I want to know, Tamika, are you guilty of ever gaslighting someone, or have you ever been gaslit? Have you ever had any type of a gaslighting experience? Tell us about it. Look at that smile. Oh gosh.
I must have, and I think also too, perhaps in the past I have, of course. I feel like I used to be very toxic.
Oh gosh. Red woman again, boy.
What brought about the growth? Because you said you used to.
What brought about the growth?
Yes.
I don't know if maybe with age, you know, you do a lot of self-reflection and so on. And then I started to realize, boy, you know, the company I'm keeping may not be the best.
Ah, boy,
to
yes.
be able to get me to the level that I want to get to. And I started just really segregating and just like working on my inner, you know.
Indeed.
Working on being a better me.
I really, really love that.
Well said. All right, guys, we're going to go to a quick commercial, and then we're going to come back with our Caribbean sponsored segment, Sip and Spill, with the lovely Tamika Marshall. We won't keep you too long again, darling, so just hold on for a little bit, and we'll be right back. But wait, we are getting a call. I feel like they might want to talk to Tamika.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who it is. Let's see. Hello, caller. Welcome to Island Girl Talk.
Yeah, Ramco. Let me get 2 more tank of gas there.
Oh my gosh.
Is this Jamil? I swear.
Is this Island Gas Tank?
Yes, it is.
Bro.
It is. The best gas you could ask for.
Change the show name from change the show from Island Girl Talk to Island Gas Tank immediately.
Oh gosh, I cannot. Oh my
Krystal,
gosh.
Krystal, where's that one?
What happened?
Krystal, how you go watch the man and tell him?
Oh gosh. Jamil, not now. Where he going? Jamil.
I don't know. All right.
We have Tamika on the line, huh? So you can't.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
Hi, Tamika. How are you?
We thought that you called for Tamika.
Oh, no, I absolutely did. But first.
Excellent.
First, I needed to address the gas in the room.
Oh gosh, we will talk about that later. Jamil. Oh gosh. I think I shared
we
enough
about
online.
to cut a break for to come back with Sip and Spill
But
with Tamika.
let him say what he has to say with Tamika first. Yeah.
No. I just wanted to say.
Oh, you wanted to pound, man.
Whatever you did in the past, I forgive you. You know what I mean?
Let's see Tamika there.
Whatever you did in the past, I forgive you. It's not a problem. It's over. It's all then. That was just the rice and peas era when you used to drink Hennessy for breakfast. We forgive you. I forgive you.
Sometimes used to drink Hennessy for breakfast. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No, I understand because I, as a beacon of light in society in Trinidad and Tobago, ask Krystal and him about my.
He's the brightest light. Yes, he is.
I'm a beacon of light, and I, in my vicinity, you will be forgiven. That's all I wanted to say. It's no problem. All right. You just maintain your curls. You just maintain your curls. and get 8 hours of sleep every night, and you will continue to walk in the right path. But as for Krystal Kanye, Krystal Kanye over there.
Thanks, sir. Oh Lord. Oh gosh.
Never.
Oh God. It was when I was a terrorist, Jamelia. Didn't hear my age. I was young. Oh gosh.
What age is young?
I was much younger. I was like 21.
Okay.
I was my terrorist days, man. Oh God, he's man.
No. Still, the church looking at you to the left, and it's
like, all right. What? So, Mr. Jamil, we're gonna go to a quick commercial, and then we're gonna come.
Well, all the only thing.
Yes, we will. He called right when we were about to go to commercial. We're gonna come right back with a sip and spill segment with the lovely Tamika Marshall. Keep it locked right here to Island Girl Talk on OURradio.fm.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
The hardest fete in Carnival returns. The Guinness Army Fair. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning, unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Teja. Nadia Betson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy.
Flowing like water with your bumper.
Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Fair Lions and Bungie Garden.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with my
will be water mix up in beer. We jump in there. Nyla Blackman. Skinny Fabulous. And many more. The Guinness Army Fed, Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fed is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a men's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari, Blue Waters, Digicel. We in everything Carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. The Guinness Army Fed. Your Fed, my Fed. Still the safest Fed in Carnival.
And we're back with more Island Girl talk. It's your Island Girls. But for now, it's Krystal, Khayne, and Neicy. Indeed. Guys, Casey had an appointment, so she had to go. And if you're just joining us, we are with the lovely Tamika Marshall.
All the way in Guyana.
Yes, she's prettier. You know, she reminds me of my friend Tarumi, who I went to school with. Yes, it's something about her eyes and her lips. Actually, the whole structure of her face. I wonder. I'm gonna have to tell
Stop
my
sexualizing Tamika.
lips. No, it's your mind. But something about her face reminds me of my friend Tarumi from back in school. I'm gonna ask my friend Ava and see if she agrees. But yeah, they could probably pass for relatives.
Sisters?
Yeah, she looks like she is from that family because they all have a distinct
She is
resemblance.
An Trini, so you know, who knows?
Yes, So guys, Tamika Marshall is a singer-songwriter all the way from Guyana, like Neicy said, and she has been here in Trinidad. You know, testing the waters with the soca music. She has a song out with College Boy Jesse.
Very big tune.
Very big tune.
Check out the music video and the acoustic version.
Indeed, she's been touring around the island as well, doing shows. She's back in Guyana, but she will come back.
She'll be back.
She will be back.
She
No
will
maybe,
be
no
back.
might. She's coming back.
She's coming home. She's coming home.
Indeed.
For sure.
But right now, we're going to put Tamika in the hot box with a very cool, you know, sip and spill is a bop, you know, with our sip and spill segment sponsored to you by Caribe Tropical Hard Cider. But Neicy, I ain't tell you. You ain't tell me. You forget to remind me.
Chris, read the ad.
Chris, read the ad.
Read the ad.
Yes, sir. Hey, animation for your money, boy. Animation for your money. But of course, we will do our due diligence. Reintroducing Caribe gluten-free, all-natural hard ciders. Sip on the all-new mimosa, made with a unique blend of blood orange and pineapple. Or pop open the drier, crisper brute to elevate any occasion. And don't forget the strawberry-flavored rosé, now with a new label. Caribe hard cider, moments made extraordinary.
Chris, he does enjoy this
Drink
too much.
responsibly.
He does enjoy
I
this
love it.
too much.
I love it.
I do
feel
enjoy
the one
reading
now.
these scripts.
Like, that sold me.
Caribe, call me. Let's do an ad.
Yeah.
Moments made extraordinary. I love it.
And with that,
we commence our sip and spill segment. Tamika, ready yourself.
Ready? Yeah.
Ready yourself. Shawna, not here.
Too difficult because I already feel nervous.
Ready yourself. It's not about difficulty. We ask either quirky, spicy, steamy, invasive, weird, and just downright rude questions.
And
you know,
also some carnival questions.
And
seeing
some
that we're in the season of carnival.
But
Well,
you know what?
I'll certainly do my best.
Yes, but since she's nervous, we won't go.
won't bring the spice and the
yeah. We'll like Shawna, we'll take it easy on her. Right? We'll take it easy on her. You wanna go first, niece?
Yes. So
Doctor.
kicking it off with the carnival vibes. So Tamika, what we want to know is, seeing that you're in soca land now, who is one of your favorites soca artists, male and female?
Male and female.
Yeah. Favorite soca
I have several.
Okay, got you.
I feel like I can't start by not saying Mashtel. I feel like
Of course. It's obligatory.
Yeah. Mashtel, I'm a big fan of Kiss.
Of course.
And of course, I gotta say my boy, College Boy Jesse.
Big
but I
up
also really like Viking Ding Dong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I tell all you Ding Dong is a bop,
He's
you
the
know.
people choice. He's the people choice.
Yes.
I love Ding Dong. Like almost every song he drops, I'm like, yeah, this is a nice vibe. This is a nice party vibe.
And when it comes to the females,
oh, females.
The women.
I like Patrice and I like Nyla a lot.
Of
I feel
course.
like Nyla is real sexy.
Yeah. Yes, she is.
nice.
Yeah.
She
I
is.
saw her, and I'm like, because I saw when we were leaving like Skinny's album launch, and I'm like, this girl just walking around in these really high heels and just like making it look so
easy.
proper and just real feminine and just hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes. Well, I mean, wow, she answered that real good. Most people will hem and haw and say, "Oh, you get me in trouble," but actually, yeah, good choices too. You can't go wrong.
Really good choices.
So I'm gonna ask a weird question. Remember, some of these questions are gonna be wacky, quirky, weird. I want to know what is your. I want to know what is your favorite. She's supposed to be sipping something. We didn't tell her. You're really supposed to be. Yes, very well. You have to sip then spill.
Sip.
Nice. What is your most favorite sleeping position of all time? Just you.
Oh,
how you like to sleep?
easy.
On your back, on your side? How?
I sleep on my back. I lay straight.
Yeah.
And I have a pillow that's on top of me,
Don't
like
make
a
jokes.
long pillow.
Uh-huh.
And then, so whichever side I then turn, I have the pillow that I can hug.
Oh, cuddly.
Yeah, and I
cuddly.
need the weight. I need like the little weight on my body. It's like it's comforting. It's like a little hug.
Very nice. I like that. I sleep on my back too, but always wake up on my stomach.
I can never
always
sleep
in,
on my stomach. I can't lay down on my stomach. It's like I don't find it comfortable at all.
Yeah,
I'm always in the spooning position. Even if there's nobody there to spoon, I'm either hugging the pillow. Yeah.
You might need one of those pillows too.
The
man.
long ones.
Yes.
The long ones. Yes.
Yes. Talk to us, niece.
Okay, so I'm going for deep.
Okay.
Can I have deep for $300? Okay. What makes you feel most alive? Well, she does take a deep breath, so.
It's true.
I can.
Air makes her feel more alive. Sorry.
What makes me feel most alive? I don't know how. Like I can say certain things. I don't know.
Yes, you can speak freely.
Yeah, you can speak freely.
Safe space.
No, I'm excited.
I feel most alive. I really like champagne. Really does something for me.
Ooh.
And like a nice.
Okay.
Oh yes. Oh, we got it. Oh, lovely. And you would think that would be like a mellow outer, but it makes her feel alive. Okay.
But there are different times. There are different kinds of.
Okay.
I like sativa. So sativa is more of a high.
An upper.
Okay.
Yes,
All
an
right.
upper. Yes.
Our tech guy is agreeing because he's an enthusiast as well. So
he knows what's up.
Interesting.
Nice, Chris.
I want to ask, does looks matter to you?
Of course, I have eyes. Yeah.
But would it matter more over intelligence? Like if you had a guy that is gorgeous, beautiful on every level, exactly what you want physically, but just not really meeting you intellectually, and then you have another guy who is subpar. He's not gross or anything, but Lord have mercy, let me not use that word. But he's not what is typically considered eye candy. Very well. And but he blows your mind intellectually.
Yeah.
What would you go
so
for?
I think I would go for the latter. I think looks are good and it's nice that I can look at you, but then you got to have some sort of substance behind it, you know? So, I mean, you don't have to be gorgeous and like drop dead good looking, but you have to have other qualities too that matter and so on. Like I was saying earlier, beauty, it's not just about the outside, you know what I mean? So you can be like really beautiful on the inside.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate that.
Indeed. And then too, when you've experienced someone like that, you look at them and you don't even see physical attributes or lack thereof anymore.
Beauty is the eyes of the beholder. Once you're beautiful to me, I see your insides and you're beautiful to me, and you look good.
Yeah.
All of a sudden,
Everything about them just glows.
I like that.
Yeah.
Niece, what you have?
Okay, so how would you rank the following in order of importance, right? Family, career, love life.
Family, career, love life. How am I ranking that?
Yeah.
I would say I would say love life, family, career.
All right. Okay.
I think I want to pitch that to Chris.
Oh gosh.
I see you staring and giving it thoughts and not giving it the platform to speak your thoughts. So how would you rank it?
Go for
Chris?
it.
I feel I wanna. If you know me so well, what would you guess it would be?
Family, career, love, life.
You know, hey, Kindred.
Family, career, love, life. Yeah.
She know me good. She knows me good. Family, career, love, life.
I like that.
But I feel like so I was to me so what do you differentiate between love life and the family? Family as in like your extended family? Or
family, like, you know, my immediate family, my dad, my cousin who's like my sister, and we just as close can be. Family, the people who I choose to be my family, like my tribe.
Friends,
you know what I mean? Very close
but
friends.
I feel also your partner, which is your love life, is
family.
Your family too.
Yeah.
I guess in terms, when you think of it in terms of family life versus romance, I would put family first.
Okay.
And then I would definitely put my
I'm
career.
sticking with mine.
Yeah.
Mine would be family, love, and career. And that
Family, love, and career.
Yeah, family, love, then career. And that recently shifted because career was first.
Yeah.
Career and then family. Well, no, career, love, and then family. And then recently I was like, you're doing all of this, and at the end of it, then for what? Like, who are the people around? To, you know? And then
Correct.
I was like,
correct.
family's a thing. And then I had to prioritize like love. Like, love became a thing. And then I was like, career is nice, but
I feel like I've had, I feel like I've had great love, you know, so I know what I've experienced it. I know what it's like to love and and I know what it's like to be like loved in a healthy way. Like I've experienced it, but I just think that with family, it has to be family first and it has to be career after, because I feel like ideally in an ideal world I would love I have to be able to take care of my family. But it'd be, you know, extended family, immediate family, whatever the case may be. And I think like love, even though important, it's just not, I just can't fathom putting it before my family or my career.
Understood.
Well, I think the way I look at it is your romance or love life, whichever you're calling it, that I'm thinking permanent partner. Like,
creating your
you're
own family.
My husband, you are my family.
Yeah,
we are going to be starting
family.
a family together. And then this family to me is my first priority. Then there's, you know, my mom, you know, siblings, yada yada yada. So that's why I go family second and then career.
So wouldn't they then fall under family? Wouldn't there be like a little subcategory for your love if he's your husband? Because remember, I was just talking in terms of romance, but if she's already talking with regard to marriage and stuff.
Boyfriend romance, I talking husband, wife.
Full on husband. Then wouldn't he be falling under a subcategory of family?
No, it's still
That's
different.
why I was asking. How do you differentiate the two? Because that's how I was looking at it.
So then family and then career, you know?
Yes.
But but outside of the marriage thing, if I just talking like I have a guy there and we're not married yet, but love like dove, he still lasts. It's still gonna be family.
I'm in that season where I'm prioritizing love.
Yeah.
So that's up there.
We're just on different pages with the romance thing. I'm
God
on
first
serious
though.
level.
God, family, career. Well, for me, career. Then
God. Yes.
Yeah. Earthly love.
Nice.
Yeah.
What you have for her, Chris?
Wow. It's just interesting how we look at different things.
Yeah.
Wow. What is? Hold on. Do you care about what other people think of you, Tamika?
You know, I think usually, or I would say no. And for the most part, no. But at the same time, we're human and it's only natural that certain things can affect you. But also knowing that someone's opinion or take on your control or shouldn't have control over your life. It doesn't. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really have worth. It's just your opinion. It's like everybody has a nose. Everybody has an opinion. That's okay. But it doesn't really affect me. But at the same time, just as humans, it may feel a way. But at the same time, overall, the bigger picture, no, not really.
I hear that. Same. Same. All right, let's do one more, like two more, and then we can wrap. Niece?
Okay. I'm gonna do the Katie.
Like how Katie Tamika, you're gonna get a Katie question, which means you're gonna get a deep profound question.
If you could have been like a superhero.
I feel like I may have to like really think on this.
Yeah. If you could have been a superhero, what would have been your superpower of choice?
Ooh.
And why?
Superhero power.
And why?
I think okay, so maybe just invisibility. I just feel like I real fast.
She like tobacco, like Jaiga. Jaiga said the same thing. OMG.
I would just be creeping around and be like, what's going on over here? I can walk through doors and different things, and I think invisibility.
But when you said invisible don't mean you can go through the wall, eh?
So you can't?
No,
well,
yes,
way, like,
no, invisible
still.
just means they can't see you, but you still had
right.
to sleep in through the door. They open the door. You can't go through walls.
You're just messing with our powers here.
You can't go through walls.
So let me take it back. Not invisibility. A ghost. Ghost can go through walls, right?
She wants to be a ghost.
That is so weird because my last question.
But in case a ghost, people could see you and they make them scared.
They can reveal themselves to you. But it's so strange that she just mentioned ghosts, because my last question is a wacky one. It's just an out of time question. Are you afraid of ghosts?
Well, I've never met one, so I don't know if I am or not. The thought of it doesn't scare me.
I want to piggyback.
That's a good response.
Your question, Chris. Have you ever had like a supernatural experience?
Ooh. No, but I feel like I want to.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I feel like I want to have the experience. Just to know what it's like. I feel I am interested in, other outer worldly stuff and stuff beyond my eyes. I know it must exist. And I am open to it once it doesn't scare me. Once it comes to me in a calm manner, I am okay.
Yeah. Neicy, you know what? You gotta write that down, That's another one we have to do. Conspiracy theories and supernatural experiences.
Definitely.
We want to get people's experiences on that. This is how our ideas are born, like literally on this show.
You guys are welcome.
Don't worry, we'll make sure you're in the copyright.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, you know what? And with that, we wrap our Sip and Spill segment, sponsored to you by Caribe Tropical Hard Cider. Tamika, you've been a good sport. We want to thank you for being our Islands Girls Spotlight today. We wish you were here. I could call in Tamika on the phone, like, Tamika, all right, we ready for you Wednesday. She's like, Krystal, I gone on a plane. You know what I mean? I had to leave.
And that was a 24-hour flight I was doing.
Gosh.
I'm actually not in Guyana at the moment. So
Wow.
Far
away. I think I can imagine how far you are if it's 24 hours. Yeah.
No, it's just long delays. Just
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tamika, thank you so much. Thanks for your patience as well. Please be sure to hit us up when you get back now. We would love to
have you in person.
Even though we spotlighted you, we can just have you on the show as a guest, and you can join in the conversation and that kind of thing.
I would love to come and sip and chat with you guys.
Indeed, just for the vibes.
Nice.
Thank you so much, and enjoy your trip,
and keep up the great work.
Yes,
as
thank
always.
you guys,
Indeed.
and I'm sure I'll see you guys soon.
Of course.
Definitely.
Thanks so much for having me.
Our pleasure. Take care, hon. Bye. Oh, that was Tamika Marshall, guys. She was our Islands Girls Spotlight for today.
Yep.
When she gets back to Trinidad, we'll be sure to have her on the show so that you all don't feel too deprived. Yes? All right, guys. We turn it over to the lovely Neicy. To what, Neicy? To do her dues.
No break?
Yeah, and just say you wanted to go straight. You want a little break? All right, guys.
Caribe.
We are going to go to a quick commercial and come back with the lovely Neicy with the empowerment minute. Keep it locked to Island Girls Talk right here on OURradio.fm.
Caribe Hard Cider. Moments made extraordinary.
The hardest fet in Carnival returns. The Guinness Army Fed. This February 10th, Festival City, Queen's Park, Savannah. Gates open at 9 p.m. The biggest stars in soca are coming. Kiss the band.
Don't tell me about work in the morning unless we talking hard work.
Mikel Tesha. Nadia Beckson. Lyrical. Patrice Roberts. Farmer Nappy.
Flowing like water. With your bumper.
Viking Ding Dong.
We wanna drink and party all day.
The Asylum Vikings featuring Faye Lions and Bungie Garnet.
I come here for no stand up. I come to party with
There will be water mixed up in there. We jump in there. Nyla Blackman. Skinny Fabulous. And many, many more. The Guinness Army Fed. Queen's Park, Savannah. Friday, February 10th. Army Fed is powered by Guinness. Anytime is Guinness time. Stag, a men's beer. Magnum tonic wine. Campari. Blue Waters. Digicel. We in everything Carnival. And Forest Park Punch and Rum. The Guinness Army Fed. Your Fed. My Fed. Still the safest Fed in Carnival.
Girl Talk. It's your Island Girls. I'm Krystal Khayne.
Neicy. I'm waiting for Trinidad, Shawna. Sorry.
Indeed. And guys, if you're just joining us, we had the lovely Tamika Marshall in the house. She spent some time with us just talking to us about her career, her journey. And of course, we had to put her in the hot box with Sip and Spill, sponsored to you by Caribe Tropical Hard Cider. And before that, we were talking about gaslighting. Are you guilty of gaslighting? Well, are you? Yes, we all guilty of it. And we've also been gaslit. But, you know, guys, if you missed it, go back and watch it. And remember to like and share. But mainly like. So press the button. Press it. Press that button. Press the button. Boop, boop, boop. Press the button. And guys, of course, you know, thank you to the callers who called in today. Jamil and Dennis T. You know, they always call in. Yes, we love them too bad. 4664 O.U.R. That's 4664-687. All right, like and share the broadcast, the Manolia. Right, and guys, if you didn't notice, Island Girl Talk alongside True Talk No Lie, the O.U.R. family will be at Army Fest. Indeed. And let me do the little, you know, the troops are coming in to the safest and hardest fest for Carnival. And Faye and Lions, J. Dell, Lil Bits, to name a few. Who else coming? Nadia Bats. Button and the like. Hey, listen, all of them, you know. Nessa, what's all hood? Nessa Peppy is gonna be there on Friday, 10th February. All roads lead to the Queen's Park Savannah. Are you prepared for the seismic explosion? Boom. Also joining the ranks will be some of the most militant soca artists in the world. The likes of Kes the Band, Iowa George, Viking Ding Dong, Boom. Patrice Roberts,
Mikhail Tesha,
The A-Team,
Skinny Fabulous,
Farmer Nappy, your boyfriend Lyrical, Nyla Blackman, Benjai. Yes, I. You know, it go be a movie. It could be more than a bop, right? Gates open at 9 p.m. and show time is at 10 p.m. And of course, you can catch the tickets at Cache outlets nationwide. Yeah, there's In Excess in Port of Spain and Arima. You can catch it at Java Nation in the Sawa branch. You can catch it at Better Deals Supermarket, Crosby's in St. James, as well as online on ticketfederation.com. All right? Or you can call 917-283-0784. That's 917-283-0781 for physical tickets. Powered by Guinness, because any time is Guinness time, boy. Right? For more information, please call Army Fed Hotline 397-ARMY. That's 397-2769. Island Girls Talk is going to be at Army Fed, the safest and hardest feds in Carnival. Boom. Where we sound effects, boy. Where we sound effects. Yes, so that's what we're talking about. We're going to take it down a little bit, though, and bring it back over to the lovely Neicy to do what she does.
And this is where I come in to Easy Place and set the pace and take you guys through your week with what?
The Empowerment Minute. Woo. Yes, I.
And today's quote is to help give you a tip for you to win at life. And it is simple to understand 2 rules when it comes to life. 1, never quit. And 2, always remember number 1.
Right? You know what? Say it again for the people in the back.
2 rules for winning at life. Once you listen to these and store it in your brain and always apply them, you'll always win at life. 1, never, ever, 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 ever quit. And number 2, always remember number 1.
All right. You heard it here first. We wrap. Yes, let's just see what they say. We have Kyle Grant saying Island Girl Talk turns 50 next week. Yeah, making me sound old. 50 weeks. We have turned 50 episodes. Wow. Hey. We doing the damn thing. All right.
Wow.
Guys, we're going to have a giveaway. I'm sure we have to mark our 50th episode. And he goes on to say, Tamika is a great example of using your gifts to accomplish your dreams. More power to you, Queen. Definitely. And of course, we're getting some love for Fire Wolfman. Guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in once more to Island's Girl Talk. We love doing this show for y'all, and we're going to continue. Yes, right? Katie sends her love. She had to go to an appointment, and Shawna sends her love. Something unexpected came up. All right, guys? We'll
but
see you.
Also, Chris, I cannot let the people know where we're going and be tomorrow.
Oh, gosh. Olya. Things tinging. Hear what? We are not only going to be at Army on Friday, we are also going to be at Nadia Batson's Art Form tomorrow night. We're going to have a live coverage, of course, interviewing all the artists, all the entertainers, all the promoters, the managers, the dancers, the patrons, everybody and the nenen who want to talk will talk to Island Girl Talk. So while y'all are glued to the fantastic performances front of the stage, we will be handling y'all at the back of the stage with O.U.R Radio's Backstage Series. Yes! All right, so look out for that. So once more, Island Girl Talk is going to be at 2 places this week. Tomorrow night at Art Form with Nadia Batson and friends. And on Friday, we will be at Army Fete. So keep it locked to us. Listen.
And we have some things for next week.
We
but
have
we
some
go,
things
we go
next
leave that in
week.
the bag. We don't want to overwhelm her. You know?
Yes. You understand? We're taking it to the road all year. All right. So, guys, we will see you all next week, Wednesday, in addition to tomorrow night and the night after. We will also see you back next Wednesday from 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. with another scintillating episode of Island Girl Talk. Island Girl Talk, where women are free to simply be unapologetically. Keep it classy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, 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 no. Look where we reach again. End up in a party in the streets again. Even though I never wanna cheat, it's 1,000 man and 1,000 girl. I wanna jam on. Look where we reach, hello.